Welcome back to Downstage Dungeons. How are we doing, Cass?
A little scared. Scared for our lives.
We're doing so well today. Party of 5 today. Unfortunately, Ben could not join us today to do his whole Rowan role thing, so I will be controlling Rowan with the party as we continue today. When we left off, our heroes were in a bit of a tricky situation. After, honestly, a pretty successful bout against Tira, Calliope's mother, who was revealed that she wanted Calliope to take over as the godmother over this magical ranger creed tribe of fawns. All female. She was meant to become the next godmother and create even more powerful beings than before, as the godmother had lost her power of creation. And Calliope was like, that sucks. So she created this mystical barrier around her so she could remember why she would want to come home. As the group walked into the barrier without checking what it did or with any thoughts of what could happen, the entire party, except for Geary and Stormcrow, were turned into children. You all failed a save. It wasn't a hard save, but you all failed it.
Geary and daycare.
And you turned into children. Suddenly, so Geary and Stormcrow had to marshal all of you into attacking the source of the magic, and you lifted the strange illusion from all of yourselves. Once you did, you began to battle the great, powerful Tira, and she was a tough cookie. She had very powerful spells. Most of your spell slots and your abilities were expunged as the fierce battle continued. And near the end, a distant violin played through the forest, near the blackening of the trees that Toraz saw. As the trees became darker and darker and encroached further into your territory, you could hear the music. And once the music was heard, all of the god sisters that had surrounded you rushed to protect the forest's edge with spells. Runes were flying everywhere, bows were drawn. Tira herself was like holding you guys back with one hand, but was very distracted by the actual threat approaching. And once he got there, he immediately dealt with the rangers as if they were nothing. This red mist coming from their bodies as the rest of them went limp. Tira, with this huge amount of magic, blasted it towards this person, this strange fiddle player, who immediately just took Tira away. Her body turned to ash, and she was the only one who put up any sort of struggle against this mysterious being. And the last thing that was revealed was this black, dark-furred satyr with dark horns, with embellishments of red, with this black fiddle adorned with like these red markings on it. The bowstring of the fiddle itself and the strings on it were just made of pure magical fire. And it was revealed that Calliope owes this person 10 souls, and there just so happened to be 10 of you left. So, that's where we were last session. And we will go ahead and dive back into the world of Ernaxia.
I like that eye contact you made with me just there.
You're unconscious.
I'm so unconscious.
You're unconscious.
So unconscious.
Not making death saves, but I'm on death's door. That's a creepy way to start.
Oh, Calliope! Do you want to help round them up for me? Oh, have I interrupted a moment? Have you not explained to them why they're here? Did you trick them?
Calliope, what is he talking about?
I didn't bring them here for you.
Oh dear, you know a given soul and a taken soul are quite different.
I do not give them to you. They are not yours to take.
Do you know what day it is, darling?
What day is it?
Thursday?
It's like Tuesday.
I'm not.
It's been 1 year since you made that bet with me, the bargain. 1 year I gave you when I handed you the Harp of Nightmares. And I see you have put it to good use. What's wrong? He looks at you, Tavlor. Are you afraid? What? Sorry? You notice every time he laughs, it seems to come from the very forest around you now, as all of the trees around you have turned to black. You look up at the sky, which once had the magical conjured clouds of Tira, which were kind of this white but bleak gray. The sky no longer is the sky you know, as the blue of the sky has turned to black. And the clouds are just these swirling red vortexes in the air that hover around you. So, shall I do this one at a time? Single file?
They aren't yours to take. I just told you they weren't given.
Oh, actually, they are mine to take. A big flame comes out of his hand as the contract you once signed is there.
I didn't know.
It's been 1 year. You owe them to me. In fact, I could just, as he holds out the contract, can you five please make, I'll say, probably a charisma saving throw. I will roll for our other friends. Girian succeeded, everyone else failed, including Gabrielle. I need to roll for Rowan as well. Rowan. How'd you do?
For charisma?
Yes. Fail.
Dirty 20.
Fail.
I rolled a 12.
Failed.
You rolled a
22?
12.
I have a plus 8. In
22 just succeeds.
Gargus,
As everyone except for Girian and Toraz, immediately you fall to your knees. You feel like something is like reaching in your chest and peeling something away as you drop to your knees and start to moan in agony. It's just this constant uncomfort spreading to your entire body as you start to feel yourselves go cold.
Gargus, take. They don't deserve this.
You know I don't want yours, darling. He starts playing his fiddle. As you can see, red streams starting to come from their bodies and about to touch the contract.
Can she grab the contract?
You can certainly try. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Quietly, what is he talking about? This really hurts. It's not comfortable.
Natural 1. Gargus, please.
You are as you go to reach this contract and you sprint towards it, you are immediately blasted back towards Wilbur. You crash right into him, and Wilbur rolls over.
Can I send my Drake towards him?
Yeah, he didn't go after your Drake.
See if I can grab the contract.
Towards the contract?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw for your Drake.
Gargus, I'll do anything.
Yeah, sorry, you didn't need to make a save.
I know, I was unconscious.
4. Also flies
Can I
away.
cast Firebolt at the contract?
I don't know. You're technically restrained.
Can I do it?
I think Firebolt requires
Oh, I don't have
your
Firebolt.
hands. I would just say for the roleplay purpose of this, no.
Sacred Flame would be cool.
Nice.
You want to try to attack?
Gargus? I want a rematch.
He stops.
Oh?
What's this about a rematch?
Oh my god.
Now, why would I do that?
Kevin's such a peanut gallery.
Because I know.
Do you have something more to give me? As you hear footsteps come up from behind you, and you see Wilbur has gotten to his feet, but still has the red mist coming out of his chest, still affected. There's like this just effort of strength as Wilbur is trying to step towards you.
Wilbur, stay back.
He like grabs your shoulder. You're kind of steadying him a little bit, but he's leaning on you. You heard her? Double or nothing. Double or no? Who is this?
He's.
I will say your offer intrigues me, young Calliope. But what are you gonna give me? I don't want your soul.
What do you want?
You hear Wilbur beside you. You heard her. Double or nothing. The mist subsides. You guys can probably move about now if you dare. Whatever contest you had, do it again.
Well, but I don't.
I don't know how you lost last time, but I've heard you play. You're brilliant. And you can do anything. You've already proved that to everybody.
Whoever's gonna die so bad.
Well, Bert, you have to get.
Do you have another choice?
No.
And what guarantee do I have that she won't run again? She does like to run.
I won't run. I promise.
I give you the promise of the House of Krenon that if she loses, you will have your 20 souls.
Well, but what does that mean?
Oh! He skips over to Calliope and Wilbur, who are now nearby you a little bit. You can see, like, he doesn't even really cast a shadow, but as he walks, the grass just dies around him, and there's just a dark kind of aura extending from his feet and person. He puts his hands behind his back and leans forward to Wilbur. Krenon. That is a very famous and holy house. So, you want to come play with me now that you know what I really am still? For them? Do they still even like you after this?
Perhaps not, but it doesn't matter.
Out of the corner eye, you do kind of see, like, Imogen and Theola kind of look a little wary of you at this point. Urian is gone.
This man.
As per you, that's my
He's
mom.
like, that looks crazy. Why you?
They don't deserve this. It was my mistake. I didn't know.
He's like skips back to where he was. Krenon, I could. But I do like given souls. There's so much to a given soul. It's so hard to get a soul as a gift nowadays. You know what I mean, Calliope? It's like when you buy yourself a fresh meal, and it's good, you know, but when someone else buys it for you, it's like, oh.
I didn't.
I'm thinking. Need time to think. The House of Krenon. That would get back at them for sure. Do anything during this moment? He's just standing there.
Sora is asleep.
You are asleep. Sorry, anything on this side?
Well, Kevin doesn't know about Rowan's potions.
No.
Nards.
I do though. I was with him.
Mm-hmm.
So can I? Rowan, what do the other potions do?
What?
What do the other potions do?
I don't know.
Oh, pick a good color.
You might want to go help
What
out.
about potions? Are there human ones?
I think so. Do you? Yes. Right.
Be cool. Be cool.
Okay.
Right. Perhaps you'd like to go help out our friend over there. He's gonna hand you a greater healing potion.
Kevin's gonna walk over and take it in sort
You
of.
can roll 4d4 plus 4. Take that healing for consciousness. And perhaps as needed for the others and the unlabeled ones, it might be wise for us.
That's a great idea.
The unlabeled ones can be an experimental use later. If we survive, it'll be
Lots of
fun.
cool.
Yes. Of course. Time to think. You do see, as that happens, there's a flash of black. As from a nearby tree, like, just diving down at this person with an azonite blade with incredible speed, is Girion Stormcrow.
Ah.
Gets about this close to this being as a red mist catches him right through the air. You see the Azanite blade got about this close to behind the demon. And you see a wicked smile on his face. Look at you, you're strong! As he kind of just starts pacing around Girion, who's now frozen in place, which this something like this does not happen to Girion very often. It takes a great power to hold him down. Ah. Well done, Miss Calliope. Well done! A strong soul, but been through so much. But still, the Crenons, 20 souls. I mean, I guess what do I have to lose? No, more time to think. I need a moment. Girion drops. I need a moment! As he does, he pushes his arms out. You hear like this faint kind of bell ringing music. As the black aura that extended from him like a shadow rolls over the ground around you. You see as it envelops Tira's corpse, and it just creates a silhouetted figure in the darkness as it approaches on all of you. I'll say you each have one action before this touches you, if you would like. It's already over Girion.
Are there any trees nearby?
Not really. Remember, the only trees that are still in this town are shaved, so there's like large stumps. But
What about
even so,
like a hutch or anything?
not that you guys are nearby, especially not you. You just came to consciousness and are still prone.
How far away is my
Who's at the
drink?
lowest?
It probably
Hit
like
points.
sheepishly walked back to you after getting owned by the
I think it's
contract.
Calliope.
Can he?
Yeah, I
I
have
get
one.
him to just grow and try and grab me and fly far away?
There's not gonna be time.
Dang it!
Can
Throw a
I
shield of faith on Calliope right now.
Sure.
can I turn into a bird?
Yeah.
I have both wild shapes.
What kind of bird would you like to turn into?
It's a really fast bird.
A peregrine falcon is the fastest
Can I
bird.
be a falcon?
You want to be a peregrine falcon? You turn into a peregrine falcon.
I want to get off the ground.
Okay, sure.
Can I use
You turn into a pelican.
Can I use cure wounds on myself?
Yeah. Kevin or Tavler still with actions.
I don't have any spells.
Can I just aim an
left.
arrow at Mr. Devilman?
Sure, you want to make an attack roll?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Mr. Devilman.
That's a 3.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
How far away is the closest tree?
Oh, cool.
You're not getting to a
I
tree,
can still be a
man.
falcon.
Sorry.
I was worried.
Okay.
Do it like it's a falcon.
I'm gonna. When I'm a sandstorm, am I touching the ground, or am I?
You're in the air when you're a sandstorm.
I'm going to activate the Kopesh of Shifting Sand.
You're trying not to avoid the black?
Yeah.
Okay. I will tell you, you did see Girion, who was mid-air, also overtaken by the black.
How much
Alright.
is...
So, get the little sand pieces, perhaps.
Can Calliope just grab onto Wilbur's arm?
You guys are already touching.
Okay.
You also
So-
already used your action to use Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So it's upon seeing Girion overtaken, while he's midair, it's probably safe to assume I might as well just accept
Just
it.
brace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be whatever you're.
So,
Is it the terrain?
Yes.
the shadows overtake you in this moment.
Plus one.
And as you do, you feel yourself standing on harder ground. But all you see is black. It's the kind of darkness where you can't even tell if your eyes are open or they're closed. But as you do look around, you see structure. Oh, also, even for you, Sora, blackness. But slowly, structure starts to appear around you. And you see buildings. But it's almost like everything you're looking at has this crimson scale filter of like all normal colors look like they're red and black. You see the sky still blackened with the red vortexes, no stars. You start to hear the screams. You find yourself on a street. There is a smell of smoke in the air, thick enough that you can taste it. You feel uncomfortably warm as you see this street view of the buildings on one side of you, looking far into the distance. There's just void. Tavlor, you spent a lot of time here. Did you all come to consciousness in this place?
Does this remind Amber of another life?
Do you know where we are?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Do I see Girion? I'm gonna perch on his shoulder.
Yeah, short. He's looking around curiously as well. And as that happens, the ground shakes. You hear and feel a rumbling in the earth. A large boulder lands and slams into one of the homes nearby, just as it crumbles. Dirt and soot kind of like fly into the air and kind of make the area like a gust of wind go throughout. As you look up, you can see this large wall next to you, going all the way up until a ceiling, parts of it crumbling down in a V. As you find yourselves once again in the streets of Sentinel in this weird, alternate...
Never gonna be free of this goddamn place.
As you see through the mist of the rubble, you see these large, dark birds flying in. They're holding like these large-looking, almost lanterns in their talons, and they have this vicious that echoes throughout. You see different little large spiders like starting to filter in from the cracks that were created as you hear the sounds of screaming and warfare. Tavlor, you just think in your mind, not again. What are you guys doing?
So this looks like the beginning of the fight for Sentinel?
Perhaps.
Where is everyone in relation? We're all relatively...
You're kind of all on just on a empty street.
Okay. Do I know the exact... Do I have a good bearing of where I am in the city? Can I try and lead everyone?
Yeah, you know exactly where you are.
Okay. Everyone come with me. We're gonna try and find somewhere safe. I'm gonna just try and lead them into the sewer.
You've lived through this before. In fact, you were standing in this very spot when you saw the top of the wall begin to cut in.
Is Maximus Ultor here?
Like next to you? No.
He said there was like a V crumbling in the wall.
Yeah, from the top.
So it's relatively small to be able to see on the other side.
No, it's pretty large. In fact, when you see it created, you see like the ground built that would erect from that level above you guys. Like that's like falling from the ceiling, and you can see like people falling from there.
So Kevin and Tavlor are the only ones who have experienced this and know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So am I able to see through out into the desert, or are we on a different...
No, it's far away. It's far away and high where this like V is created. You see like large creatures like there's these large giant like creatures that are like punching into it and like tools. You don't remember this ever happening while Maximus Ultor was there, by the way.
Yeah.
So by the time this happened, you were well traveling into the desert. What are you guys doing? You guys are just standing around.
We need to get underground.
I'm a bird.
We're just flying around.
Can Calliope... Does Calliope see anything?
You also know that you're on the third level of 7.
Yeah, let's head down.
If I
Okay.
look around as my falconness, does it look like anything has noticed us?
No.
Okay.
Does
None is
Calliope
mine.
recognize anybody here?
No.
All right, let's just.
Hey, guy, do
let's
something.
Go under. Let's go
Okay,
under.
we're following Tabler.
Let's go under and just work our way down.
Okay. As you begin to run to go down, can you make a charisma saving throw?
Alright, it's
Only skill checks.
thank you.
No. No guidance.
Heard. 9.
9. So, you come to a crossing in the road where you would turn left to get to one of the lower levels, but instead you go right. You guys
We're
wouldn't know
being
this,
controlled.
but you know which direction you're headed.
Is this the right way, mate?
When I like pull
You
at
wouldn't
him.
you wouldn't know or question this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna follow.
It just looks like he's running like, let's go.
We're following him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know anything's wrong.
Tabler will right, go down, you climb up a building that you climbed up before, start sprinting down the roofs. You guys are kind of going in a little bit of a zigzag, but you trust Tabler. In fact, why don't you all make athletics checks for me to see if you can catch up? Theola's going to help Imogen, which is good. If that happens.
Do you need me to make an athletics as well?
No, you've done this before.
I'm on Girian's shoulder.
Yeah, you're good, and he's doing great.
Okay.
Did that charisma saving prevent me from talking? Like, am I just in
This is all
go
becoming
mode?
as real as it was
Yeah.
the first time for you now.
Ooh,
I got a
that's-
19.
What?
19.
19? Yeah, sounds like you're all keeping up fine. Wait, what did you get?
14.
14? That's okay.
Okay, cool.
You're the caboose, but you're okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
14, that's okay.
So, Tabler,
It's okay.
you slide down this roof and you start approaching a very familiar house. It's kind of formatted like a dojo, but it's not really purposed for that anymore. And you see this 10-foot boulder with a large crack in the top that is resting on this like Gallagher red blood splat on the floor. As you run up to it, you see, just like you saw before, on the side, there is this human man. He has like a goatee that is fine, very fine and pointed with like jagged edges, long dark silver fox gray hair. The only thing you can see is like his torso from like an angle with one arm still on him, and you see just him like barely moving his hand and
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't.
I run up. I ask what he needs. What do you need? What can I do? Not what can I do?
his like body is gone. Just like last time. Live. As like the blood on his hands gets on your face. Again. And he passes away, and you kind of return to your senses a few moments later that this has already happened. But still no fun. What do you do? Tavor stopped and knelt next to somebody.
Can Calliope go over?
Also, keep in mind, Calliope, while you are running, Wilbur's been taking care of Gabrielle.
Okay. Oh,
She's here.
she is?
Yes.
Okay.
She's 10.
Okay.
I got
Calli-
9. Kirian's 10.
Calliope's going to. Can she pick up a Gabrielle then?
She's been in Wilbur's arms.
Okay. She's going to go over to Tavlor and kneel next to the man.
Sure.
Tavlor, do you know where we are?
As the little girl looks in horror at what she's seeing, she starts to cry on Wilbur's shoulder.
This has happened before. We need to leave now. Yes, keep going. Just get up and go.
She's gonna go over to Wilbur and Gabrielle, and can she take out the Harp of Nightmares?
Sure.
She wants to cast Sleep on Gabrielle.
Okay, that's gonna be really easy. She has like 3 hit points, so
Okay.
yeah, it works.
She
Just
casts-
make sure you mark a usage on the Harp of
Yeah.
Nightmare. As you do see Calliope as she starts to play this harp, that her hair kind of turns black, Her eyes turn black. None of you have still questioned Calliope about leading you to this super powerful being and serving your souls up to this person, but I guess that's
I didn't hear any of that.
Haven't had the time to yet.
I was unconscious before he showed up.
That's fair.
Time and place.
You and
Time and
Calliope are
place.
cool.
Fine.
Feeding through my nightmares.
I'm honestly
Get
very
back to that.
confused right now, just chilling as a bird.
Yeah, Theo and Imogen are kind of keeping up with the group. They haven't said a word to Calliope, though.
Calliope is intentionally avoiding their eye contact.
Yeah.
To be fair, Calliope tried to keep us away from Galewood so hard. She's like, let's not do that. Let's leave. Let's leave.
What do you do?
We're gonna
Tabler, where are we going exactly?
away. We need to get away from here right now. So everyone, let's pick up. Let's go.
Okay, we're following Tabler. Tabler's running, we're all running.
Tabler, at this point, you have your senses reclaimed, and you can lead them back through what you're doing. Kevin, you do recognize something on this new path to get to a lower level. You do pass this little like town square and this little broken sombrero stand that's also there. You also see this like big greenhouse that like the glass in it has shattered. And there's like a bunch of flowers that are still quite nice in there, but you don't see either of the flower shop owners.
Nice.
That's so freaking sad.
You guys have also passed civilians during this, every once in a while, just screaming and running. Sometimes they run with you guys, but they can't really keep up with your group, per se.
We're so strong.
Is there anything you guys are doing other than just running?
I think we're
Not right now.
Can I prep a dodge action if something comes running at us?
I mean, there are people that sometimes you have to dodge between.
I mean, like...
I will say there is this little, at one point while you're running, Calliope, you do hear this crying child in the distance.
Where?
Really not that far, it's just coming from a building next to you. Do you continue running with your group?
Can Calliope run in?
So as you run in, Wilbur, actually, Gabrielle leapt out of his arms towards this sound.
She woke
She's
up.
asleep.
Sleeping.
Oh, you slept? She was sleeping. Okay, great. Never mind. You can run in. She was sleeping. Yeah, there's just this little girl in a little, like, pink apron-ish dress, white shirt, that's just crying and inconsolably.
Where's your mother?
Just crying.
She's gonna pick her up.
Okay.
And take her.
She does squeeze you pretty hard, so there's immediate kind of just don't know what's happening, super scared, trust.
She's gonna run.
Okay, as you run out the door, you see another like large boulder. These aren't like nicely cut out in circles for the most part. This is just like this jagged piece of wall just flies and crushes the house as Calliope leaves it. You kind of stumble for a bit coming out of the doorstep because the whole house shakes behind you as you begin to run.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
You said this world was like black, white, and red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly black and
Are
red.
we also black, white, and
You guys
red?
look normal to each other.
Okay, so does the kid in Calliope's arms look black and white, but
Yeah.
Calliope looks normal?
Yeah, it looks red.
Calliope, none of this is real. You put the child down. It's only slowing us
I
down.
can't let. I'm fine. I can't let her
It's
go.
not real.
I can't
Are you
do
stopping
it.
to have this conversation?
No,
or are you
I'm
just
running while
Okay.
I'm saying this.
It's not real. Put her down. Put her down.
You and Wilbur will be at the caboose, each carrying a child. So, as you begin running, you come to the point where, like, the stairs are here. There's a grand staircase to go between levels, and it's, like, filled with people climbing over each other. There's no way in. Like, it's very, like, zombie World War Z-esque. All these people trying to fit in this little stair compartment to get to the next level. Just like last time.
We're trying to go higher.
Lower.
No, we're going lower. This is the
Lower?
next staircase down.
All right.
It's basically a bottleneck to get out of the
Yeah.
city.
So you're a bird.
Yes.
Could she turn into a bigger bird? And
Not anymore. She's out of
I'm
wild.
also druid level 2. I can't turn into anything.
Not Circle
big.
of the Moon.
okay. Can you turn me?
That's gonna end up being a montage. Not Circle of the Moon.
Can you turn me into something?
Giant eagle at will.
No, I don't. I can't cast anything while I'm a bird.
Do you have polymorph?
No, because I'm a level 2 druid.
Okay.
Also, I would have to drop the wild shape. And I like being a bird right now.
Tabler's out front. What do you want to do, Tabler?
Seems like a great situation in which to be a
Yeah,
bird.
this situation for you.
What do we do?
We need to get through.
You said these people aren't real.
They're not real. You gotta cut them down to get through. We're the only things that are real in here.
That's only
Are you
our
sure?
assumption.
That's
You
what
can't-
we know. This is the path.
We don't know this.
100% we know this.
Time
Everything
travel
we've
is
said.
real.
Do I see another path? Like if I jumped from a building roof to another building roof? Is there any other path
No,
for
you're
these
also
people?
more inside. Last time you had to hide. Remember, you were surviving. Told you to live, and
Didn't you have like an underground tunnel system we went through like the whole city in?
that was on the first level. You're on the third right now.
Okay.
Alright.
Can we like shoot a rope and like zip line?
So is this like
Certainly
the
try.
only way to the next level is down this staircase?
The only one close enough. We're unwilling to get through?
I'm not unwilling to.
I'd really like
Tadlor's
to.
like, I had a lucid dream just like this once.
All right.
Just thinking Kevin's been through a lot of hallucinations where things turn out real.
Can
Can
we create that zip line that you were talking about?
I mean, if you're not gonna go through the stairs, Tadlor, you do know the only
I know.
other option is over.
Yeah.
Because each level is, they stack like this against the wall.
Someone has featherfall. Rowan probably has featherfall.
You also know it's not going to be pretty
I
over
did.
there either, as people have taken that
I
as an option as
also-
opposed to the monsters.
Okay. We're living exactly through what I lived through when Sentinel fell. We just have to do exactly what I did then. We need to hide. Follow me.
Okay.
He's in charge, man.
Roll the expert.
Okay.
We hide. We stealth.
You go back to.
Lightning arrows killed me.
Then the place you hid was back at the dojo.
Alright. We head back.
You guys retrace those steps.
As stealthily as possible.
You pass again the what remains of the man that you knew, and you walk in, and you know that there are some like hidden chambers and closets there. This didn't come without strife, though. Eventually, like some monsters would climb in. That's also how you were able to figure out, like, okay, fires are no-no, magic is no-no, because you have magic. You had magic at the time as well. So he kind of leads you in as you. Oh, sorry, Michael. Sorry, everybody. As he leads you in, there are some like tapestries that are hanging down that have like different words written in different languages. Most of them are like power, strength, finesse, and like big words to be known. Tavor, you know that behind one of them, pull a little part of the wall apart, and you can hide in there for a little while as a secret door opens. As you guys all walk into it, it's pitch black down there. You keep walking and walking and walking, and then you walk right back into town.
So we can't escape.
Is this unusual
As you
to
look
tavern?
past, the staircase has disappeared.
He wants to force us to cut through.
You're not on the third level anymore.
Oh, okay, never mind. Change your cutscene.
You're on the first. Tavlor, you had been here for 3 days at this point, before you were able to make it to the first level, as the armies of Ewahan have come. Reinforcements are there. Calliope, I will say for the purpose of the dreamscape, you still have the child with you since you brought it with you. She's just been sobbing the entire time into your arms. You see that the armies of Ewahan are here and are wildly unsuccessful. The armies of the enemy coming out of the Wall of Sentinel have created this kind of U around it. But the army is able to cut through at the front, but they're surrounded from the sides. You do see there is a flying mage in the sky that is like casting humongous spells. Spells and arrows are being shot at him, but occasionally you just see this huge blue room like appear. It's this flying figure just in a messy brown coat. He looks like super average Joe, brown beard. He's very far away, but his spells and power is like phenomenal. At one point, he like does this weird arm gesture, and then this huge just blast of fire continuously comes out of his arm, like almost harvesting like a row of the army. And you do know in the front of the little jagged, there's one specific fighter that is there. That is like the only reason
Guinevere?
there's any route cutting through. It's the hero of Sentinel and the greatest like swordsman that you know of on this world is Wall High Captain General Guinevere Dami, who is just fighting for the third day in a row. And it's mostly those two that are doing anything. Everyone else is just trying to get out.
So scary.
As you do, Tavlor, make a charisma saving throw.
15.
That fails. Tavlor gently approaches you, Calliope, and he takes the girl from your arms and you let him.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you grab her, you see a sudden face of panic on his face as he takes the girl and starts running.
Okay, we're gonna run after him.
He's running towards the conflict.
We're gonna run after him.
Sure. Everyone make dex saves because you're going to start running past enemies.
I'm on Garen's shoulder.
Yes.
Do I
You're
still-
fine.
Man, I should just camp out on Garion all of the time.
Not a bad place to be.
I'm chilling.
He's got one shoulder pad and one spare shoulder.
You said dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, 12.
12. You're going to take 10 points of necrotic.
Okay, I have 1 hit point again. The necrotic?
Cool. 10, yeah, necrotic. As occasionally as you're running, there's just like a red hand or a red blade or a red arrow. Yep. Succeed?
Zero.
You got a 0?
You rolled a
Okay,
1.
you'll take
minus
10 points of necrotic damage.
Was it?
As in you lose 10 hit points.
I'm dead.
You're down?
Down.
Okay.
Calliope's gonna run over to her and use Cure Wounds.
Okay, sure.
Cool.
Man, you guys are doing super well. Oh, music change.
It's almost like we're doing 2 boss fights in a row.
Hey, suck it up. I haven't asked you to roll initiative, have I?
I heard a yet. Did anyone else hear the yet?
Can I also use Cure Wounds on myself?
Sure. As you run.
Using it on yourself.
Yeah, she needs healing.
Tavlor,
Shoot down.
She already got her then.
with this young girl in your arms, just like last time,
This girl? You know this girl?
you approach this. You approach a soldier besieging the battle on horseback, just like cavalry that is like striking through soldiers, and you take the child up to the soldier and you just say, "Take her!" As he's like continuing battling, like just shakes his head at you and like hits his horse over a couple more monsters, strikes down one before an arrow just him in the neck, a couple more arrows take out his horse. As you look around in desperation for help, asking soldiers to take this girl, none are successful until this stray arrow stabs through your shoulder into the girl in your arms.
So you knew the girl?
I am charisma'd out. I cannot respond.
I can't help you.
I have no control.
I am. This is a cutscene.
This is a cutscene.
You look down, you hear the coughing and the sputtering. She goes limp. This has happened before. Put her down.
Do I take any damage from this arrow? Or
What?
do I take any damage from arrow that goes through me?
No.
Yeah.
Dang.
What do you guys do?
What's Tavlor doing? Is he
He's
just...
on the ground. You are not charismaed out though. You are back, but you are just looking down and around at everything again.
Alright, I'm gonna go find the group. I'm gonna run back.
We're
They have seen you. You're just a little away from them.
Okay.
You all watched this happen.
Can I go over to Tavlar and try to cast Spare the Dying on this little girl?
As you do, sure, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's good attempt.
It's not real. It's useless. Can we find?
Tavlor not having a fun time.
No, that's what I...
Can we?
We're in the tunnels now, right? We're on the first floor?
We're on the first floor.
Yeah.
Can we peace out? Let's go. Let's go underground.
Underground we go!
Okay.
Is there anything else we're missing?
What?
Is there anything else we're missing? I mean, like
And
a
what?
giant battle's going on.
Yes.
Nobody's really listening to anybody.
Do we see the bad guy? Is the bad guy watching us? If I look for him specifically.
Make a perception check.
Well, I looked earlier to see if there was
Yeah.
anyone I knew.
Where's the goat
Sight,
guy?
keen sight.
He put you here, and he's doing some thinking right now.
This is the worst type of timeout. This is the worst.
16.
16? No.
Okay.
So, as you guys begin to like push through the crowd of like enemies and armies, and things start to go black again, and they kind of reform. And Tavlor, you are on a rooftop, shooting arrows out. 2 days have passed. The fighting has not stopped. Particularly for one person. As you look back, the armies of Elwahan dwindled, barely surviving. You're like on top of a tower right now as you're like kicking down and firing things. You guys are all kind of at the top of this like kind of watchtower, which is a little shaky going back and forth as the structure of it has been compromised. Tavlor, you're like leaning out of the side, shooting at these like orcs and minotaurs and scorpions that are like climbing up the tower base. And then you hear a terrified voice yell, "Retreat." And you look over, knowing that the forces of Elwahan just gave up. And you see the wizard, who has been doing a lot, going down to land near a super injured female fighter, as this is the moment that Guinevere went down and the army knew that they were done here. You see this large blue rune start to encompass a very large area from right beneath the source of where the wizard landed. You all see this? As a bulk of the remaining army is taken somewhere else. And you watched as the blue of the room approached the tower you were in, stopped just shy. A huge magical force kind of goes out, sending some of the enemies over, and as this force hits the tower, it starts to fall. It's kind of falling forward but down at the same time. What do? You're now falling!
I'm watching
Again.
Tavlor to see what he did.
You ride the tower down.
Just like last time. You guys doing anything else?
I'm gonna do no.
I'm on Gary's shoulder.
I'm gonna make sure that my sister and
Gabrielle?
Gabrielle and Wilbur are good.
She's still asleep. Magical sleep is okay, as long as she doesn't get, like, hit or
Yeah.
take damage, she'll be fine. You're just tanking the hit?
Mm-hmm.
Your bird, I guess.
I'm a sandstorm it.
Sandstorm.
You're the only one in a tree.
Literally.
I'm seriously chilling this whole time.
Giran, he's gonna put one hand to cover you, and he's gonna, like, brace to jump out of a window.
And I also.
You guys don't want to do much today.
I think that we're all.
It just feels very much in cutscene right now.
She hit the black.
I'm so confused as to what's going on.
Tavlor's nightmare. Because you got the harp of nightmares from the dude ran all night.
Maybe.
That's my theory.
And as the tower hits the ground, you all hit grass.
Are we in the village?
Come on back, little burrito.
Run back into the burrito. It's cute.
As you look around and you find yourself in a darkened red forest. It's a different forest. The trees are more familiar to most of you.
Is it the forest outside Calliope's village?
You see near you this rounded gate. You're on a path in this forest. And the gate is silver and fine. And around you is this reddish, is the same reddish black. But even in this kind of vision, you see there's this kind of purple hue of mist at your feet and knees. You see standing over by the gate is Girion Stormcrow. And he just looks at the gate, standing straight, not attempting to hide or anything. You do see on this gate there are 2 little statues on this gate, on each side, of these statues of ravens.
Does Sora know where we are?
No. Near the front of this gate, there is this kind of skeleton corpse, bearing some sort of crest with a bird on it. Kieran gives a little push and the gate swings open.
The crest, are we able to discern the color of it or what kind of bird is on the crest?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
Is everything still red and...
This would be nature. You haven't seen this crest before, but it's red and now purplish.
Dirty
Purple.
20.
What?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Just with the theming, this is also a raven. Gary needs to roll. Okay. You see him grab his head a little bit. Waves it off. Looks back at you.
I'm still on his shoulder.
I think we're supposed to go this way. He walks through the gate.
Calliope follows.
I would have given out so much chocolate by now if I was a person. I was thinking that the whole time Tavalor was sad. It's like, oh.
So, as you begin walking this path, the dirt turns into like cobble as you go, stonework path. You see dozens and dozens of houses around you. This isn't like the Sentinel homes where they're all stone. These are like huts. There's like a water well, small ponds that have gotten a lot lower than they used to be, but there's still water within them, little wheels near the ponds themselves attached to houses and mills and stuff. Girion is just walking forward. If there's anything you guys would like to do during this time.
Calliope's following. She's
Girion, I assume you've been here before?
I've been to a lot of places.
This moment in time?
Yeah,
Calliope's
this
gonna
is my
try.
home. It was my home. Just so you're prepared. Things won't hurt you.
Things are what now?
Things here won't hurt you. Not here, but be on your guard. As you start walking deeper into this village, you do see an occasional like human corpse or skeleton or something. Sorry, this is a little loud. Corpse or a skeleton or something. At one point, you see a horse that's been like toppled over and deceased now. As you are approaching, this whole town is kind of built on a hill, and on the top of it, there's this castle. And you start, as you get there, seeing some townspeople. They're not alive, but they are walking around.
What do they look like?
Some have their jaws unhinged, cut, bruised, decayed corpses of these people
Girion,
wandering around.
where are we?
Ravencrest.
What's wrong with these people?
Something really horrible happened here 10 years ago.
Whew.
Who?
Who did this?
Do you remember that day in Enron?
Of course.
We found Joan. Do you remember the man I fought? We're not too far from where I took his hand.
Kevin's gonna quicken his pace. Oh, really? Tell me where.
Definitely in reference to Lucidar, the leader of the Red Assembly.
Sora's gonna do like this bird hug, where it's just like half
Just two
head,
little wings.
head on his like shoulder, like a sideways, because she's perched like this, so like it's down as a bird.
While we're walking, can I check it out?
Sure. Tyrion's gonna need to take another roll. Yeah, at some point, Torres, you do see one of these villagers kind of like approach you. They're still like red and black, but there's like purple mixed in here as well. Start walking in your direction.
It's not real. It's not real.
Straight towards you.
I'm
You
gonna,
start hearing it.
I'm gonna take my mace and I'm just gonna shove it backwards because I'm not trying to like kill anybody, but I'm definitely.
You can make a shove attack. 26? Yeah, it does connect,
Yeah.
but it just keeps walking.
Oh.
And it touches your hand, and you feel your whole body go cold as it walks through you. I'm gonna have to take another 10 points of damage on that.
Of course, I'm dead again.
Yeah. Okay, Torres just.
Can Calliope try to pick her up?
Sure. You're picking her up?
We've got like 3 more healing potions. Can we give her one?
2 more healing potions.
I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying on her
Okay, so now you're just sustained.
and pick her up.
She's like a full dragonborn.
Am I able to pick her up?
Is she alright? Skyrian turning around, hand on his sword.
It looks. Am I holding her?
I'm gonna
Don't touch anything.
drop Wild Shape and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn back into a falcon because I still have
You're
a
out of
wild.
what?
No, I'm not.
Do you
Because
have
we took a
three?
short rest right before our fight, so I got both of them back.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is there anything else you guys are doing as you guys are approaching the castle on top of the hill?
Cure Wounds level 1.
She casted Cure Wounds on me. and
I have
I'd
to
like
roll for it.
cast
Hold
Cure
on.
Wounds on myself.
Sure, just in case you take another 10.
While walking,
Mother.
Kev would like
7
to
from me.
say, Gary, tell me about that experience. Then, like referring to him taking Lucidar's hand. What happened that day?
I lost everything. This is wrong. Okay. On a normal day, would have been a lot more fun to take the demon's hand. You see him grab his head again. He starts to run.
Start running after
It was
him.
very similar to what happened to Tabor back then. You see, as you approach the castle, there is like this half-broken drawbridge over a moat in it. As only one of the chains of the drawbridge is still there, the other one is like cracked open. Are you fluttering now to keep up?
Yeah, I'm with Girion.
You're perched on his shoulder, right?
Well, I got down to Cure Wounds, so I don't know if he started running before I got back to him.
You didn't tell me to go back per
Yeah,
se,
that's what
so
I thought.
probably not.
So I'm just flying to keep up with him.
Yeah, why don't y'all make athletics checks?
My flying speed's like 160.
Oh.
3.
18.
No.
Yeah, Tabulor's having a hard time keeping up. This is a group check, but the DC is higher because it's Girion. Your NPCs did very well.
Is athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. Joan and, Calliope and Sora, can I get your rolls?
I'm looking the stat block up for Peregrine Falcon again. My flight speed is
You're
130.
probably fine. I won't
though.
make you roll because
Okay.
you're a Peregrine Falcon.
13.
13.
So
Alright, as a group, you had 3 fails, and it would be 6 successes since Sora, or 5 successes since Sora doesn't count. Neither does Gabrielle, actually. So 4 successes, 3 fails. So you guys are keeping up and helping each other just barely. And you see as he approaches the bridge, Gideon takes out his dagger, sticks right above the crack in the drawbridge. He blinks there, takes out the dagger, and slides down the bridge inside. What do you guys do?
Oh,
We
I'm
follow
keeping
him.
up with him.
You're able to fly in. His drawbridge is not down though. Like remember, one of the chains is broken, one not. So there's like a crack in the opening.
My priority is definitely to stay with Girion, so if I'm leaving the party behind, it's...
I'm
Okay.
gonna try and climb up the best I can.
There's a moat in the way of that.
Puzzle!
Calliope's going to grab onto Wilbur's.
It's not a door. Can I shoot the chain? Chain with an arrow,
Oh, never mind.
and do what?
Break the chain. Get the door to fall.
Arrow definitely loses against iron chain.
I'm gonna cast
What
Firebolt.
if I shoot it really hard?
Make an attack. What if you shoot it really hard? Even lightning wouldn't really.
It's a
Help that.
15.
15. You definitely hit. Roll damage. See what you can do to this chain.
15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. Yeah, definitely. It falls down very not gracefully. There was an indent kind of in the ground where you were, where it was gonna land. It kind of smashes into it. A big splinter down the right side just breaks off and lands in the moat below you. But the drawbridge is down, and you're able to continue. You guys are gonna be a ways behind, but I'll say you're able to at least see glimpses of where to go and when. Shora, he takes you into this big room, staircase at the top, different level, big antechamber, statues and paintings on the side. Looks like a very upheld family lived here. And he takes this kind of side downstairs entrance that kind of turns into like a cellar spiral down.
Do I think something's wrong with him?
Yeah,
Can I just peck at him?
sure.
Try
You make
to-
a peck attack.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to hurt him. I'm just trying to like
Snap
get his
him out of it.
attention. Yeah, I'm familiar with people being charmed, so
Sure. You might need to help people follow you at a point. Is there
okay.
anything you'd like to do in that sense?
Can I, as a like, knock stuff over in a certain path, make it look like we're going a certain direction?
As a Peregrine Falcon?
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
just
if you
like-
fly into it really hard.
Like knocking over a suit of armor or tearing a tapestry and leaving it on the ground.
Pretty disheveled.
Just try to leave a path behind, because I won't leave Girion. I won't do it. As a
You're a bird,
character
you could-
choice.
Probably not.
You could poop. You're a bird.
Good
Bird poop
poop.
is
Do
noticeable.
you want to try to poop?
Sure.
The
Why don't you
poop
make a
won't be
constitution
red.
saving
or
throw?
The poop will stand out with the color palette of this world.
That's hilarious.
You real poop?
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's not good. I think it's a 10.
That's what you wanted.
Oh, Constitution I have plus 6, 13.
Just for the sake of sense, I'll say maybe some feathers out.
Technically, the poop wasn't my idea.
You're leaving a trail. So Tabler, you see, you don't really know where to go. There's lots of staircases in this direction. Why don't you make a survival check?
See if you find the feathers.
20.
20. In this red, purple, and black world, you see just this little splotch of like white gray.
Hey guys, I think I know where to go.
Alright!
I think I got it. Let's go.
Nice sword.
Survival man!
Okay,
I could have picked up like a goblet or something and left a trail of water.
poop and feathers.
Feathers is more fun.
Okay.
Who's more enjoyable?
Past this door, which has a lot of locks and security on it, already open, you find yourself in this dark cavern. And in it, there's like these glow-clad mushrooms glowing in a deep ravine down below. As now everything around you is now made of stone. You do hear a strong flow of water as multiple waterfalls are in this cavern. You see Girion running along. He's having to like jump between spires at a point, and then there's a door that he runs past. And there's another obstacle and another obstacle. As you guys approach this door, you are faced with the same obstacles. For the sake of brevity, eventually you come to this large waterfall wall. That's protruding out from the waterfall is this door. You wouldn't know it was there unless it was already open. As you walk in, you feel the water kind of on you, but you don't feel wet, just the pressure. And as you do, the rest of you kind of go to black for a moment, and you come into view. And behind you, there's just a doorway with a waterfall. Ahead of you, you've now returned to where Girion is. Sora, perched on his shoulder, walk forward. And you can hear, coming from the end of this tunnel, there's a small room, and there's like a... You see this hunched over creature. Its skin is pale. It has like this patchy beard that maybe once used to be proud and strong. Honestly, this figure looks very similar to some of the paintings you've seen around this building. You see him wearing torn royal clothes. Beyond him, you see this kind of skeletal remains of a very royal, regent-looking human female. This figure turns, and you see in its hand this stone. There's a glow to it. Going from all the way around, you see a line. There's two... Looks not out yet. There's 2 dots on it. And there's a scribing on this stone. Do any of you read Infernal in this party?
No. I have so many languages.
I think Rowan might.
I do.
You do?
I speak so many languages.
Yeah. Does anybody else?
I can speak in tongues.
You see that inscribed on this stone, it says Gluttony.
One of the ones we were missing.
And this pale, disfigured human male looks back. Son. That's where we're gonna take a break.
You know that part in Harry Potter where Hedwig, it's like a train and Hedwig turns and its eyes go really, really big, like electronically. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what my eyes just did when you went, son.
When we're in the car and the train is
Oh,
like
yeah.
right behind us.
And Hedwig turns.
That's where we're gonna take a break.
We were gonna end up in
Thank you for bringing us so far. We're gonna do a little snack and potty break. Go get some snacks if you don't have them already. Go use the bathroom. If you're, I don't know, listening at work, remember to poop on the boss's time. I don't know.
Oh, I make a dime, so I poop.
I don't know this time. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you for watching so far. Goodbye. Baby. All right, welcome back. We have returned from our break. This like weird looking golem thing just called. It's not a golem thing. It's more like a pale umber hulk, one shoulder higher than the other, pulsating. Still like red, but more of a pale-ish red. You can kind of see a little bit more detailed figures in the more important parts of the story. Holding that keystone with the writing. Etched in like darker maroon than the, I don't know. It's kind of like when you see like a grayscale filter, but instead it's gray, it's red. Anyway, walking through Girion's old home, and probably not a great day for your boy Stormcrow. Found this creature holding the Gluttony keystone, and referred to him as son. That's where we left off after being trapped in this kind of nightmarish world of semi-memories, maybe with a few differences. That's where we return to our story. So, that being said, Okay, let's go scroll to the top. And now we're back at the beginning. Okay, you all see Girion standing tall. You're still on his shoulder. As this hunched over figure next to the female skeleton. You see drool coming out of its like large swollen maw, multiple teeth missing and now jagged and broken. What do you do?
What's Girion do?
He's just looking, blank face. And he does have his hand on his hilt.
I'm gonna walk up to Girion and go, hey, are you with us or are you still gone?
Looks at you, gone. Draws his sword and just looks down at this pitiful thing.
Can Calliope step forward and can she walk towards the creature with her hand outstretched? Is it doing anything as she approaches?
As he starts looking, you see his feet that have kind of like grown and pierced like what used to be boots. Kind of like starts taking like little punched steps back.
She's going to pull out her harp of nightmares
Mm-hmm.
and start playing it. Cast sleep.
Okay.
You like that sleep spell.
You know, what else does your harp do?
It's hit. Oh, her harp isn't just a spellcasting
I
focus.
also I have
No, it's a item. It's a magical item that has multiple magical effects that it can do.
Oh, so sleep isn't. She's not casting the
And they
spell
all
sleep.
affect the mind.
well,
Yeah.
it is a spell sleep.
So you also learned that she got that from
The guy out.
Send
Well,
your
I
spear.
whoever the heck.
I didn't learn that.
Mr.
Yes.
Fiddler
Oh,
Man.
well, maybe.
I don't know anything.
I don't know.
What level are you casting sleep?
Whatever level the harp is capable.
Roll 5d8.
8, 8,
No.
5, 1, 3.
Okay. Lands on the ground. Heavy breathing still.
She's gonna kneel down and just like brush its hair softly with her hand and slowly take the stone out of its hand.
As you go to grab the stone, your hand just kind of melts into it. You're gonna take some points of damage.
Well, she's down.
Not the. It's where apparently there's a memory of it being here and what it was, but
Oh, actually, she's not.
it's not real for you. Not what?
Not
She's
down.
not down.
Okay.
She has 2 hit points left.
So her hand goes through it.
Mm-hmm.
Can she feel the man?
It's a little more solid, but
She brushes
touching
his
the
hair.
red is usually bad juju.
Yeah, any of these creatures in the image, you get 10 necrotic damage from touching.
Girion,
He's walking forward now, very slowly.
is this your
Step.
father?
Step, step.
I don't think we're meant to interfere.
I think it's all we can do.
Looks at you. There's like, he's usually a pretty mellow person. There's just this flash of anger in his eyes for a moment. No. Although, in this dreamlike state, passes through, there's a jut from the creature, its eyes open. Turns his rapier. Been meaning to get to that.
What happened?
He turns his raven feather cloak, billows, and he walks past you back.
Does Girion look any different in this nightmare than he does in like the other ones?
No.
So I don't see like a younger version of him?
No.
Okay.
No, that didn't happen to Tabor either.
Okay, that's what I was curious about.
Can I try and grab the stone with mage hand?
I think that it's just not real.
The mage hand would kind of scoop through it. You do see like wisps of like red, like wind and energy kind of come off of it as you interact it. You know how like when there's like, have you ever been like a fog machine and you like put your hand through the fog, it just kind of goes around it for a second. Yeah.
Can I tell, looking at the lady body, how she died?
Make a medicine check.
It's a natural 19.
Ooh.
Medicine is +3, so 22.
Claw attacks. Pretty similar size to the now fingernail-like claws that have grown.
Did the shape of her skeleton look inhuman in any way?
No.
So she was still normal.
Potentially. Hard to say.
Didn't have her own set of claws.
I mean, this is also through the red mist and stuff, so it was harder, but you get that information.
Cool.
Gurion walks out of the room. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Back on his shoulder, back in a little awkward hug.
No chocolate.
As you guys walk through the tunnel, at the end of it, you're back in the forest. Very similar forest as you were in the one before. And you see Gurion there after you followed him. He is standing with his sword, very aware and defensive. Just behind him, there is a small girl. The girl is within the red hue and such. She's kind of bent down behind him on her knees, and he's almost standing over her. They're in a small clearing in the forest. And as you look ahead, you see pretty good detail, similar to like the somewhat detail you saw the father. You see this purple tiefling standing in the forest, smiling. The tiefling has a rapier that is very similar to the one Gurion is currently holding. That's current Gurion. And they're standing in the woods, staring each other down.
Flappy is going to
As that happens, it's only for a moment. You see the tiefling begin to shift. And it's not the tiefling anymore. It becomes taller, more slender. The jaw becomes a little bit more sharper and refined. The hair, the horns kind of meld into hair that goes back. The rags he was turn into this fine cloak. And you all see the trees kind of melding into the ground and disappearing. And the ground beneath the trees turns to water. The water starts falling like a waterfall into the air, like a thicket of moving water upwards. The trees all disappear, the grass around you gets shorter and a little sandy as the girl behind Gurion disappears into the ground as well. Then you see the new figure that has taken the place of the tiefling. There's this spinning of air as like this small twister propels him into the sky. And you see it start to move. The winds around you get vicious as he disappears behind one of the walls of water. And you're just stuck on this empty grassland with the water around you.
Gurion. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Would you say that was the worst moment of your life?
Hard to say, it's been pretty long.
Tabler. Would you say that yours was the worst moment of your life?
Yeah.
Gurion, what happened to your father?
Why don't you make a persuasion check? See how he answers this.
23.
23. Looks at you, Kevin. You are not the only warrior who comes from a broken home that was torn apart by that menace. Sorry.
Let's go find the kid.
Lucidar cursed my home while I was away. The curse and the keystone had an effect on my father. It killed my mother. The inhabitants of the town could not escape. I'll curse to that town forever.
He has that power.
More than that.
You have no idea what he's thinking of.
Gargus is someone whose power I severely underestimated when I first met him. I don't know exactly why he's bringing you to these places, but I can only... Gargus. Are you familiar?
No.
Mystery checks!
So he's the one putting us through all this. That's the satyr.
I can only assume. He has greater power than I ever could have imagined or anticipated being so fresh out of my sheltered home.
What does he keep talking about? What was this challenge that you guys had to go through?
We made a bet in a tavern. I was drunk. And he told me that he was a greater fiddler than anyone who had ever lived. And of course, me being myself and having learned from Henry, I thought, what a ridiculous notion that he would be the best fiddler who ever lived. We made a bet. I didn't understand the true consequences of what could come to pass with the bet, and I currently believe that we may be frozen in some kind of unconscious state while he reconsiders the rematch I've proposed to him. I've offered myself over and over, but he won't listen to me. I've tried to escape so that I don't have to give any innocent lives to him. But I don't know what to do further. If my death could bring to pass him leaving the innocent people whose souls that he's taken alone, I would do that. I don't have any purpose in this life other than to protect the people around me. And if being around any people is going to cause their deaths, then I don't know what else to do. I'm stuck and I'm out of ideas. And we're stuck here.
Well, there's probably your shoulder a little bit.
He's gonna lean into her a little bit.
Fiola's gonna walk up to you. She's very quiet. You know, she's always hard to read. She's gonna walk up to you slowly. Just look at you. It's okay.
Fiola, I don't...
It's okay.
She hugs her.
It's the arms of the 6 foot Nuggets guy.
The tallest of the Nuggets guys.
Oh yeah.
These guys are not tall. Fiola, Imogen, I'm so sorry. I thought that if I hid, then I would never have to hurt anyone. But now, even me trying to protect the country has brought the most powerful people who might be able to save the country and my closest friends into danger, and I didn't know. I
You should
didn't
have
mean
said
to.
something. That's Imogen.
I'm
You should
sorry.
have told me. You figured it out.
I was afraid. I'm not smart
So
like
was
you are.
Helix. He turned into a dragon. Fell down to save you.
I didn't deserve it. And I know that. And I don't know what else to do, Imogen. It's not okay.
I'm just gonna kind of turn away from you into the greater party now.
So, look, I didn't want to interrupt the roleplay.
Yes.
You're fine. You're in the group.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of. Do I see anything around us that seems inconsistent?
Yes. The water around you
No,
on this
I
tiny little
understand.
island is flying up into the endless
No,
sky.
no, no, I understand that. I understand that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking more like a crack or a shine or something that is like an end to the vision we're in or the whirlwind. You know what I mean?
Like when you were like a void or like a.
Like the eye of a dragon and that's invisible in the forest.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay.
Good question.
I'm just trying to see if there's an end
There's
to
a
this.
lot here that doesn't make sense, but you can certainly try.
Or like a way out. That's what I'm looking for. Perception 18.
18.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the water falling up is pretty
Calliope's
watery. It's pretty thick water. It's not just like falling. It's more like the
Calliope's
water is
gonna-
almost. It's moving, but it's like it's a body of water that just goes into the sky.
Calliope's gonna run into the water.
Just dipping after the conversation.
She's gonna try to see if it takes her up.
Sora's gonna fly
Well,
with her.
why don't we ask Girion what the next thing that's going to happen? If this is
We're
really his
We
memory,
don't know.
then
We are in his memory. I
This
don't
isn't
think.
me anymore.
So who
I
is it?
haven't seen the tornado thing.
I know. Okay.
Do we see where the tornado went?
He flew up and then into the water yonder.
So I was gonna book it into the water. Both swords drawn.
Ooh, dual wield.
Yeah.
No need for magic missile. Okay.
Seeing Garion kind of back in his right mind, Falcon's following the person who's running.
He's actually been in his mind, like when he stabbed that and said no, that was very intentional.
Yeah.
Even when he said no to you, that was didn't mean what you thought it did.
Yeah, I'm following Kevin.
Okay.
I'll follow Kevin.
You'd like to follow Kevin? Okay. So when you get very close to the water, you do see that the ground starts declining into sand. As you hit the water, you feel yourself being lifted up in it, but you're still moving forward. Do I continue forward or up?
Forward.
Did I see him go up or did I see him
You
go
saw him go up first and then forward, but he's flying.
Yeah. Forward then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you all like to do the same?
Can
Do
we
I-
breathe?
No, but it's not too thick. He's
Do I have to go in the water or can I fly next to it?
You need to go in the water.
Why not? I have a speed of
Because you're in an
130
infinite
feet.
nightmare.
I won't be able to fly if I get wet.
Well, they can get wet.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
you. Like,
As they
Linda. Take you in. You're a
I'm going
big-
back on
you're a
Garion's
falcon.
shoulder. It's where it's
Yeah.
safe.
Kevin, you see multiple islands on fire.
Oh.
You see around the island you just exited, you kind of enter onto another island, and the rest of it, it's not as consistent in the walling, but there are just kind of pillars of water being like lifted into the air. There's people screaming over on a really nearby island. You see this barn, and there's like a blue dragonborn with like a farming tool, a rake, fighting like 5 different soldiers with these serpent-like heads. and anthropomorphic bodies that have like armor and shield and sword fighting this farmer.
Is it Kevin?
No,
Does it look like him?
you remember him though. His name was Craig.
It also seems like yourselves don't appear in these visions. It's just you acting as that person.
You also know that the island just to the left of this one, just a little bit north. You see that there's no soldiers or fires there yet. You see nearby some small boats up the hill. There's a house that you recognize. You're gonna have to swim through the water again, but the water doesn't seem to be damaging to you all. As you do, make a charisma saving throw.
18.
18? Okay, that succeeds. As you start to approach, you can hear the beckoning. Quick, Kev! Get inside! You look up ahead and you can see the figure of Brion as he was opening the door for you to go inside.
For me or
For you.
the reddish figure? Of
For
me?
no, there's no reddish figure. It's you. It's just like he did that day when he got all of your family into the house. Right before he did it. He made sure you were all there first.
Did he
Throw
burn
the
down the
storm
house?
captain's cutlass.
Yeah.
I'll throw it at him.
Right through his head. There's a jolt.
I'll bomb it back.
He kind of stands there against the door for a second. You see someone walk by. Who was your sister got there first. And as she walks by, hurry, Kev! Goes back to where he was, beckoning you inside.
You go ahead, mate.
Hurry, Kev! Almost
Dang,
playing.
Freaking cutscene. Alright.
Can we go inside with him?
Yeah. It's a small hut. You guys can. Honestly, it's a little squishy, but I don't know, not squishy enough to be awkward. You can kind of. There's like a table. And there's other rooms that it extends to. As you do, you do notice Brion comes in and slowly closes the door. You see your mother and father sitting around the table. You see your sister. She's also kind of just standing, leaning against a wall where she was. There's candles lit on the table, and there's torches lit in the house, as it usually was at this time of night. You see him slowly reach up and grab the torch. Takes it off. Throws it. There's some oiled tapestries that immediately catch fire. There's a panic through the house. Your father begins to stand up and approach Brion. So your sister panics and runs towards you for protection. Your mother doesn't move. As Brion pulls his sword and walks to your father, the fire starts to spread in a wall through the house. It approaches you all. You see the crimson flames overtake you just as he changes his grip on his sword, pulls back his arm, and the rest before your eyes is flames. The room changes. You're still on wooden floor, as if you didn't leave. but at this point, it's a very familiar sight to you all. There's a bar, a couple stages, a couple tables, and a stage. Multiple figures walking around the bar. A bartender, some waiters. Do you guys have any reaction to the switch or anything you'd like to do in this moment?
Kevin, I'm so sorry.
Just like stare at the floor.
What did you say?
He's just
Stare at the
staring at the floor. He's still got both of his swords in his hand. Knuckles white from how hard he's gripping him.
He's blue.
Light blue.
Right.
I like blue.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
You hear an echoing laughter in the room. You see this tavern. Clappy, you know where you are. You see in these taverns, on the walls, the red walls, there's this blackened, jagged face that repeats itself. Kind of some slitted, wicked-looking eyes with a malicious smile, almost like a jack-o'-lantern, repeated throughout all the walls of this tavern. As the laughter echoes in your mind, the people kind of whisked away on the wind, and you see them no longer where they were at the tables, but sprawled around the room, on the floor, lifeless, motionless. Clyde, make a charisma saving throw.
This is the nightmare shit
Natural
I
20.
never-
Natural 20. You succeed. A bit
Plus
of a headache.
5, 6, 9.
This was the point where you were on the stage. Gargus was laughing.
She's gonna walk up to Gargus. Is he there?
Our Gargus isn't there. He's kind of reflected in the walls and laughing, and it's echoing in the room. But you remember, and I guess thinking about it, you guys might notice as well, there are 10 bodies.
Do they look familiar?
Oh, this is what happened the first time.
No, these are all human.
She's going to. She's going to walk up onto the stage and instead of playing her violin like she would have, she's going to shout out, Gargus, this is well enough. You've done what you needed to do, I suppose. I know you don't like to take a soul, but I will give myself to you. You can have any and all power that I have. You don't need these people.
As you mention the people, you see the bodies on the floor start to rise. The laughter gets a little more sinister. As they all start like slowly approaching you, all looking for you.
I can't do this.
You see them getting up on Calliope now. Wilbur jumps on the stage.
Wilbur,
Staff.
get down.
Come on. Still approaching you.
I told you I'm not a good person. I'm ignorant and foolish. And impulsive. And I can't let anybody else get hurt by my decisions.
Theola's gonna jump on the stage, draws her glaive, looking at the people approaching you.
She's gonna try to like push them back.
Do not push Theola or Wilbur.
I know. It's like,
Not gonna hurt, just shoot it at one of the bodies. One of the guys going towards.
Sure, you're not on the stage, you're in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you'd like to, it's gonna go right through him. But
Figured.
Does it hit him?
but yes, Theola jumps on the stage as well.
What were the exact terms, if you don't mind, of the deal that was initially
Is this something you're meaning to convey to the group?
set? Yeah.
You know that it was 20, and so you understood. You took the first 10.
And what would I have gotten in return? Exactly.
What?
Was it just a deal?
Oh, the prize?
Yeah, what was her side of the bet?
Oh,
Because
he offered you, I believe it was his instrument,
yes.
which was the beautiful. You've seen it too now. The blue, beautiful black and red.
Okay.
The rose
So-
red markings and the black fiddle.
Then that was all that was entailed. Gargus, you're a coward. Show yourself.
The figure's getting closer to you now. The laughing gets more maniacal.
I'm not going to run from you anymore. I know, it's so much.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to run from you anymore. I'm not afraid.
Imogen jumps on the stage. 2 blue runes appear in her hands and her eyes turn blue.
Imogen, I've made
Shut up.
Tev is gonna jump on stage with both of his swords.
I'm gonna go on stage and look as
Actually,
intimidating as I can
just-
with the wings.
Just the Admiral Blade and Shield.
Jump up as well.
Yeah.
she's going to.
Girion is there as well. As is,
Is-
Gabrielle. Still asleep though.
That was a good call.
See all the
Rowan,
trouble.
Rowan, even Rowan gets on stage.
Aw.
Flutters on up above the people and
Oh, we're
on stage
bird
with you.
friends.
She's going to slowly, like her hands shaking, take out her fiddle
Yeah.
and start to play. She's going to cast. Hold on, I need to check this spell.
Okay.
She's
They
going,
are still getting closer. They're starting to approach the bottom of the stage. It's not a very high stage. It's like 2 or 3 feet off the ground.
okay, never mind. She's going to cast. Oh. Dang. I'm really torn.
Can I channel divinity?
And do which
It
channel divinity?
dispels dark magic. And I don't. Like, maybe it seems like dark magic.
Can you remind me your domain?
Light domain.
I'm a light domain.
You can also turn undead.
I can also do that, but it didn't show up at this. But I can also turn.
Dark magic's a pretty broad term.
It's magical
It's
darkness.
it's also necrotic damage to.
Okay.
It's magical darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I turn undead then?
You don't sense any undead around.
These are illusions.
Oh, dang.
Illusory.
But yeah. So you're at your fiddle and you're ready to play and cast a spell.
I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
She
A bunch
drops.
of them are gonna climb up the stage now.
She's going
Girion takes a swipe through, but just kind of ignores him, kind of stepping back a little bit and taking a few swipes. Wilbur does the same. Imogen will cast magic missile in there. They just kind of are unfazed by attacks, and they are all kind of gathering near to towards you now.
She's gonna collapse onto the floor and just hold the fiddle close to her.
Yeah.
Is this the way to win, Gargus? Is this what you're going to do?
You see one of the female human-looking shapes kind of come through from the pack. She's gonna kneel next to you.
She's gonna look at her. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
There's like a hissing sound and a struggle coming from it. And the rest of them. Forgive.
You shouldn't.
The trap souls.
For
The soul's still there.
give. Forgive. 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 They start chanting it as a group, the word forgive, over and over.
She takes her hands and drops her fiddle and brings her hands to her head. Gargus, please let all these souls go. They don't belong to you.
The walls turn black. The laughter stops, and you see all of these red figures go completely still. Worthless! Stolen souls! You see them start to shake a little bit as something is clearly affecting them. Can't even perform in the roles you are given! And you see them kind of being lifted up into the blackness. There's no longer an illusion around you, and you're in this black room. Ugh, so hard to find good help these days. Did you find yourself kind of opening your eyes? And you're all prone in the forest.
She's gonna stand up.
The rest of you, you see the sky is still the reddish black, but you've definitely returned to the forest. And it thinking back on the memories, it starts to feel like waking up from a bad dream. Just a little bit of sweat on the brow, shaky hands. Even Girion uses his sword to pull himself off the ground. You see Gargus. You're standing similar to where you were. But you see him standing on one of the tree-like stumps about a foot off the ground. And across from him, another similar sized stump 2 feet off the ground. He points his bow at you. The strings of it come alive with fire. He points to you and Wilbur. I've accepted your terms. Places his own fiddle in position and points to your spot on the stump. But it won't be any different this time. You hear Wilbur whisper to you. Yes, it will.
She turns to him and wraps her arms around him.
Mm-hmm.
Wilbur, I'm sorry.
Take this. He's gonna try to sneakily put something in your hand. Wasn't sneaky. Not his thing. It's just a small little pouch.
What is it?
Just when you're ready to play, you need an instrument.
Wilbur, I love you.
That could mean so many things.
That's good.
She's gonna.
You're right to do so. I love you too.
Sounds so good.
I love you. Thanks.
She's gonna take the bag and shaking, break away from Wilbur and the rest of the group,
They're standing ready to go.
and she's gonna slowly
Climb onto the little stump.
climb onto the stump.
Okay. As you do, the tree and the bark extend as both stumps go high into the air.
She's going to, as they rise, can she reach into the bag?
Yeah, your hand continues.
itty bitty bag of holding.
A coin purse of holding.
Do I feel anything?
What do you think?
Fiddle.
As you pull out, there is this golden fiddle with this gold draconic scale design that you take out from the bag. And the bow.
She puts her.
The scales kind of at the end of the fiddle, on one side, they kind of go off and brush into a point. Kind of giving a design, and there's even a texture to the scales. And as you look at the bow of it, there's just a little bit of light that comes off of it.
She holds it close to her. She takes Henry's old fiddle, puts it into Calyx's bag of holding, and pulls out the fiddle that Wilbur has given her and starts getting it ready to play.
That's Calyx's bag of holding. That's awesome. I'm not gonna crash play fiddle.
So, you both begin to tune. You begin to play, and just like that, as soon as the fire hits the fire on his strings, the melodies begin to go, and the shadow below him starts going down the tree. And the shadows themselves start turning into those tendrils. Because remember last time, when you were playing, the shadows messed with you. They pulled and grabbed during your duet. And the shadows are going to come towards you this time. Immediately, Wilbur, Thiola, Imogen, and Girion run to the shadows to keep them away from you.
Oh.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna drop wild shape so I can fight.
I'll take a tendril.
Yeah.
As you begin to play,
I got lightning lure. Watch out! Watch out!
the trees around you get taller.
It's so cool.
And you hear the music of the two satyrs begin to play.
It's a bard fight.
So, how this combat is going to work. You're all going to roll for initiative. Politely, I will need performance checks from you on your turn, and you will tell me if there's anything specific you would like to do or say in those checks in order to get advantage or disadvantage, or straight roll. The rest of you will be in battle with the shadows as the fiddle duel commences. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, 5.
Oh my god.
A 9.
Oh, me too! I have a -1 and I rolled a 10.
Samesy, 9.
Really?
You have a 9 too?
I rolled a 1 and I plus 8 on my
I
initiative.
have a 9 as well.
No!
What?
Four of us
I
all
had a
got
10,
the
but
same
initiative is 9 minus 1, so
just
I
roll
got
again.
9.
All of us-
Everybody who got 9?
Yeah, everyone got 9. Let's re-roll your initiative. I'm not dealing with that right now.
It's gone.
You know how hard I've had to work this session? 7?
18.
18?
gosh.
This is your new roll. I don't care. I'm not doing...
17.
Sorry, an 18 by Tamlor.
That's
And then,
it.
sorry, I'll just make sure it's different. 20 to 30.
22.
Nice step.
Kevin's going first.
15 to 20.
17.
18.
Sorry, what'd you get?
7.
7, Torres.
Do you have a modifier?
Torres.
Hers is
What'd
-1
you
too.
get? Oh, 1. Okay.
Did you get a 2 and it was -1? You
Yes,
got
it
a
was
1?
a 2 and it was a -1. Sorry.
So you and Gargus, Gargus will have a separate initiative. However, due to the way that the duel will work, you guys will have a shared initiative to have your performance checked against each other.
Too bad guidance is touch, because I could just spend all my actions being like, add a d4, add a d4.
Out of the 4. Out
So
of the 4.
I know you don't have identify, but just from the warmth, this golden dragon fiddle is a magical item.
So,
It's Calyx themed, which is cool.
Which is cool.
to be fair, my Drake does have full health.
All right, Kevin.
How many?
Starting things off, these
85.
shadows, they don't have as accurate forms as you're seeing on the battle cam right now, but the general idea is there of large selections of shadowy creatures that are making its way towards the stump that Calliope is on. Also, Calliope, you would notice, and this might put you out a little bit, that his little stage is a little higher than yours.
Is he shorter than me?
No. Also, his form is kind of, it's pretty powerful. Okay, Gavin, what are we doing?
I'm going to use my ability War Magic to cast a cantrip, and then a weapon attack as a bonus action. So I'm going to Blue Flame Blade, the Admiral Blade,
Yeah.
and then make a swipey attack at the nearest tendril. Fire
Okay.
to move.
Yeah, go ahead, make an attack roll. I'll let you move up to this one.
Okay.
Oh, so a bunch of shadowy figures. I got you.
Have you not looked up this entire time?
Nope. I've been trying to figure out what to do.
That's a 25 to hit.
No. Spellcaster
Yeah, that'll
with
hit.
no spells? Oh.
I have cantrips. I got like 7. I have 7 cantrips. I can do so many things.
I
That's-
spare the dying, vicious mockery, and chill the touch.
9 slashing,
Chill touch.
and then I want
It's a
one
ranged spell.
little leap of fire on that guy,
I guess I
and then
never
one.
looked into it. 'cause I
Sure.
was just
Closest.
Stick
I mean, they're also big enough
Touch
where it could
any
just be like tendril, bad,
Oh,
Yeah.
but
Sure, and how much damage was
the
it?
other one. I gotta check.
It was 9 slashing, and then for
I'll
fire,
search it for you.
It's okay.
with green
It's
flame
right,
blade,
should be right here.
you can.
Yeah, it can cleave, yes.
Yeah, so I'm
Ooh,
gonna
a
expend
skeleton.
one of those on the guy that I just swiped, and then
One
And then-
D8?
yeah.
So what's the damage?
That's very strong.
That's
Huh, that's per level.
1 fire damage on the first one, and then 4 on the second one.
And then, I'm so sorry, I forgot the first one.
9.
9. Okay.
So 10 on the first one, and then 4 fire damage on
Okay.
the
Cool.
one adjacent.
Yeah, as you do that, the initial strike doesn't really seem to do a lot. It's kind of like moving it through, cutting through butter with your extremely magical and sharp blade.
Yeah.
So easy enough, but the fire really seems to flicker them around a little bit.
Cool.
Did have a fire plan.
Okay.
Fire seems to be effective.
You hear Imogen say,
Like
"Dang it!"
flames, makes flames bigger.
Imogen was pretty vocal about fire spells not being useful at times like this.
Pretty sure thaumaturgy can make flames brighter.
Tabler, it's your turn.
You can also use thaumaturgy as a speaker system. That
Yeah,
makes
yep.
a lot of you play louder.
Oh. Thaumaturgy is useful as hell.
He's honestly, like, considering his power, you are very surprised how similar that their skill level is as of right now. They're both kind of getting warmed up, but it's still very comparable. Dabbler, what are you doing? Calliope, you're on deck.
I'm ready.
I'm going to aim at the one that Kevin is fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just shoot 2 arrows at him.
You have a bonus action if you'd like to use Hunter's Mark first at any point.
I'm out of spells.
Also, you have a Drake.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just shooting your reminders.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
The classic hunter, the classic ranger, like, should have cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack.
Out of spells.
Kevin, also, I'm pretty sure you could have used extra attack if you wanted to.
Really?
You attack and attack again, yeah.
16.
Well, the weapon attack was my bonus action, not round. So I don't know if that's
Oh,
applies.
right,
Yeah.
okay. So sorry?
16.
16 hits.
Cool.
Roll damage.
D8. Where's my D8? Nice.
All the room heard
shuffling.
was the clattering of the, what the heck? Where'd my letters go? What the heck?
Attack, an extra attack.
Not bad. And what was your damage?
13 damage.
Nice.
13 damage? Okay. And then I'm assuming you might attack again.
Yeah.
Your arrows are kind of just disappearing into the shadows, but they are creating like visible cheese-like holes.
Can I reaction with my Drake?
To buff your weapon?
To buff the shot.
Yeah.
So the shot hits, so it's a D6 of electric damage.
Yes.
4.
Lightning damage, but yes.
Lightning, sorry.
Electricity hasn't been invented yet in that way.
Well, I'm gonna make it. Yeah. 4 lightning.
Wilbur's working on it. 4 lightning damage?
Go.
Okay.
Then I'll shoot again.
Okay.
18.
18 hits, roll damage. Remember, colliding, you're on deck. Then it's a bunch of NPCs, and then Sora.
And then me?
Yes, a bunch of
9, and then I'm reactioning again.
Okay.
1, so 10.
10 damage. Very nice.
And then, so since I did 2 attacks, is that my? Can I?
You still have a bonus action if you have something to do.
So can I withhold?
You can't
I'll
hold an action to do something else though.
Yeah.
And thaumaturgy is an action.
Okay. Then I'll.
Okay. Thank you, Zevlor. Calliope,
Yes.
as you are playing on your golden pedal, this is the best playing, sounding, feeling instrument you have ever held.
It's in tune.
Yes.
It's
in tune.
Okay.
It actually magically tunes itself.
She's going to. She's going to cast. She's going to speak to Gargus. Gargus, what is your purpose in trying to steal these souls? Isn't your own enough for you?
Make a performance check at disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Ouch.
Okay.
Plus 13.
Pretty new trinket. The rose has thorns. Perhaps after this I'll steal your horns.
This is mockery? Because I'm going to go down if he does.
No, it's just for his performance check. He's rhyming and playing and.
Did that give him advantage?
She's like. Yeah, he's outplaying you right now. There, in Bard lore in college, like you and him would be able to see a health bar above you guys. Okay. Next up is a ton of people. I'm gonna try to go through pretty quick. Girion is gonna make a slash, which hits, and his damage would be in the neighborhood of 5. Nice out, Girion. Wilbur's gonna attack. Imogen's gonna attack. Wilbur fighting alongside Girion Stormcrow is a pretty funny thing to look at. Wilbur's attack is gonna miss. Gabrielle is asleep, hiding somewhere in the bushes where Wilbur put him. Imogen, what's Imogen gonna do? Imogen is gonna cast Magic Missile into the shadows. Need a little bit more. 4, 8, 16, 17 damage. 17 more damage from Imogen.
Nice.
Good for good NPCs. Okay, and then Yola's gonna go swipe, glaive. Forgot to put the redheads down, but I think that's gonna be for the purpose of this for now. Yola's actually gonna miss, hit. Natural 20, but it was with the butt of her glaive. So the smaller part of her glaive is gonna deal 6 damage. Not bad for 2 bonus actions. After that, it's gonna be Sora. What you doing?
Question.
Toraz, you're on deck. Yeah.
So when Tablo shot his arrows,
Yeah.
and they went into the shadows, I kind of imagine like the shadows are on the ground and the arrows stuck into there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that the right image?
When he shot the arrows, it went into further darkness, and it's very darkness.
So I can't see the arrows anymore.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna get a torch out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Druid Craft to light it,
Sure.
and I want to kind of just test the fire and
This
see.
will take up your action.
Yeah, I know.
And bonus action.
Well, I mean, Druid Craft is an action, so.
Yeah, and then you testing, I'll let you do that for a bonus action.
Yeah, I just
Make a
want to
perception check.
see what happens. Dirty 20.
The torch definitely isn't emitting as much light in that direction as it would have, but it is making the shadows retract a little bit.
Okay, that was the purpose of my turn.
Cool. Now it's gonna be Rowan's
Now
turn.
make it brighter. Cantrip friends.
I'm gonna have Rowan hold an action.
Firebolt all day.
I was gonna light your arrows
Also,
on
guys, I
fire.
don't remember his spells very well.
I couldn't
Did
see
he have a firebolt?
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure he has firebolt.
Probably.
He's gonna hold an action.
He's a wizard.
He's gonna fly up. Also, he's gonna be flying nearby. Okay, next is gonna be the shadows. The shadows, and how I have this organized A lot of shadows are going to go up to Torres, one to Sora.
They're not repelled by the fire at all?
They are a little bit. Up to Girion, the big one. Okay, and these are mostly going to be shove or restraints. This round we'll do all shove. Trying to shove Sora will be a 14.
Miss.
Trying to shove Torres
That is the only
is
number.
a 15.
It's like at 15.
That means it'll hit. And then the other one will miss. But the darkness is going to push you 10 feet back.
Okay.
And you notice you do kind of move towards the large stump that Calliope is on.
Okay.
Then the Girion one is going to miss. The Wilbur one is going to miss. The Kevin one is 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. You're going to be pushed 10 feet back. Oh, also, you're going to be prone for a while. Until your next turn.
For a while? That sounds so sad.
Okay. Next is Torres.
Okay. Can I cast Call Lightning? If I can see above me, I can cast it.
Yeah.
Because we're all outside.
Sure.
Just have
And
a 60-foot radius.
mine says 120.
That's range.
That's
not
the-
radius.
Oh,
Different?
away.
That's the
Okay.
range, yes, but the
So
bolt
radius.
is pretty big too.
Okay.
What are you going for here? Into the shadows?
Yes.
Okay. Based on how that spell works, you can get 4 of them without hitting your allies.
Okay.
Okay. They're shadows, so they're gonna automatically fail their dex saves. You want to just roll damage on that?
Hooray.
Which is sorry.
Just so you guys feel like there is like progression, there is your attacks are doing things through the shadows. Just DM / you can kind of tell no.
Just 3 of these.
Basic instinct.
4.
Kevin, you're on deck.
So 8.
8.
First one was a 10.
First one was a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So
0 is 10.
18.
18.
18
Oh,
damage.
you thought it was 0.
I did.
Yeah, you know that's a classic.
That is a classic.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Okay. What color is your magic again?
My magic is red.
Red? Ah. A red bolt of lightning coming from the very fitting red sky makes the shadows scatter pretty well from lightning, as there's a huge flash of red that kind of envelops the entire area, because that's what lightning does, and it all kind of retracts from it pretty heavily. In fact, I would say because of that, they all move away from you significantly enough to provoke attacks of opportunity if you'd like to take them. Kevin does not get one, Tavlor does not get one, Torres does not get one. Also, Torres, it's your turn if you'd like to stand up, because you're still on the ground.
It'll be wonderful.
Do I get one?
Yeah.
Sora does get one.
So I want to
So
stand up.
Sora, pretty much just Sora.
That was the wrong mini.
Reagan, I'll remind you, your performance check is going to be an action, so you do have a bonus action on all of your turns.
I don't think I have any bonus actions available anymore.
I got a bardic inspiration.
Are they? Is that? Can I use a touch cantrip for?
For you?
Torres, stand up.
Oh, I have to.
Please.
Forgot to stand up. I stuck Kevin because my brain is this thing. Yeah? Sorry, what was
Can I
question?
use something with range of touch to hit these guys? For my attack of opportunity? Oh, you have to do a swipe attack of opportunity. You can't use a
Yeah,
spell.
because you don't have Warcaster.
Can I just with my torch?
Sure. Just roll a d20 since you're not proficient with Torch.
I'm not proficient with anything. I'm sorcerer.
True. Are you doing anything else, Torch?
That's a
That's my
12
Sure. 12 to hit.
with the fire.
Well, a d4.
Yeah. Is it fire damage?
No.
Why? It's 5 hitting it with flame.
Please roll the d4.
1.
Good. Kiri gets an attack of opportunity.
I was clever and I'm an
Wilbur gets an attack of opportunity. They both hit. Wilbur's is an 8. Girion's is a 27. Sorry, that's really tricky math with where it's at right now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freak out. Okay. Alright, Kevin, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna use my movement to stand and get closer to.
You can get back up to it.
I'm gonna swipe.
Okay. Make your attack rolls.
That is 22.
22 hits. You just roll both attack rolls first.
Okay.
For me, if you don't.
And then
Drake is gonna reaction.
a dirty 20 on the second one.
Okay. So just roll damage for all of it.
Okay. So
So you can do 2d6 fire for both, and then
it's a D8, I believe.
a fight for blue flame blade.
Yes.
Okay, so roll 2d8s for fire, and then the d8s for sword. Add bonus for both of those.
Okay. So then
Tabler, your own deck. Collide
that
your
would
after.
be uh, 41 points of damage.
Ooh, very nice. Wow.
Add 1d6 lightning. Drake is gonna react on hit.
Okay.
Drake cannot because it used it on your last
Ours
turn.
was 6.
Oh, reaction.
That
Yeah,
reaction
that
doesn't
reaction
refresh
for last.
until the
Yeah.
end of your next turn.
That makes sense.
So no lightning. Anything else, Kevin? Bonus action?
Fair play.
Can I War Magic cast Firebolt?
Do it!
Yay!
Enter the shadows.
Into the shadows.
Okay.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
Yay!
Roll fire. Okay.
18.
18 more damage.
Mhm.
Wow.
Insane outfit.
That's a big hit and turn. Well done. Okay. Dabbler.
I'm gonna aim at the same one Kevin's attacking. Shoot 2 arrows.
Okay.
17 and a 10.
The 17 will hit, the 10 will not. Okay. So again, roll this for that. And then is there anything you want to do with your bonus action?
10 damage.
Okay.
How long would a thaumaturgy last? Is it just one?
It usually just happens. So 6 seconds.
It's also an action, pretty
It's
sure.
up to a minute.
Oh, it lasts up to a minute? So that means you probably have to concentrate on it.
Casting time, 1 action, range 30 feet, up to 1 minute. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I mean, it's also a cantrip, so
Yeah.
usually you can just.
Also
Keep
have
going.
a- Yep.
So, I don't think I've ever had someone use thaumaturgy in combat before. Okay.
So it's an action I can't, unless I put it
Yeah.
on as bonus action. I don't know what it does.
Usually Hunter's Mark. I don't think you have any bonus actions remaining. I also do homebrew potions for bonus actions.
That'll do it. And then I'll just have my Drake go and bite the same guy.
Don't you need your action to command your Drake to do that?
Drake has
Oh, it has its own
its own
initiative.
turn right
Okay.
after mine.
Drake can go. No. For purposes, he uses water elemental as your Drake. That's okay.
Yeah.
Dragon, not lizard.
Druid box.
I rolled a 6 on attack.
Not gonna hit,
Yeah.
but it's up there.
That's all good.
All right. Calliope. Your turn.
Okay. What is Gargus currently doing? What's his expression? Does he look worried?
He's playing and he looks real confident.
Okay. Just going to recite to him in kind of a similar timbre of rhyme that he spoke to her. The skeletons in my closet may be abhorrent, but the souls of the innocent you do not warrant.
Okay. Go and roll for a minute for your performance check.
Look at her writing rhymes. How they're born.
21.
21.
Spitting back, the party's on. Hear me as I crush this fawn.
Just gonna, as he plays. Here's just a 21.
Bars.
His was his. What'd you say?
Bars. I don't know where wrap that or
His was also 21. So it's gonna be a tie on that one. Though you had advantage over him because I like your rhyme better.
I like your
Okay. That's gonna be it for that one. That's gonna be a tie. And then after that, it was a bunch of NPCs that are just gonna make attacks. Girian's attack, Wilbur's attack, Theola's attacks. Girian hit, Theola hit. Once. Girian's roll. Theola's roll. 10, 27. So it's 9. And then 27 plus 9 is 36 total damage from the NPC friends. Imogen is going to cast Fly on herself.
Cool.
And fly up next to Calliope.
Aw, cute.
Alright. After all the NPCs go, that's going to be Shora.
I'm gonna go up to Tabler.
Okay.
Kind of holding my torch out a little bit as like a ward out. And I'm gonna hold my action to cast Druidcraft on any arrows he fires to light them on fire.
Okay. Gonna try to create fire arrows with Druidcraft?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that'll be your turn. Next, the shadows are gonna make moves to grapple. So, can I have Kevin make a dex save?
A dex save?
He's into front.
Yeah, it's gonna be
a dex or
strength. It'll be strength because it's a tendril grapple.
Okay.
And then can you make one for your Drake as well, Tal?
Yeah.
Just add the dex modifier.
That's a 15.
15 saves.
Yay!
Just barely. 15. That just barely saves.
Hey!
Okay.
Super saves.
No one's gonna be grappled, except for potentially Wilbur. He's doing his best. Wilbur, a tendril is going to wrap around his arms and torso. Wilbur is grappled. Everyone else is chilling. Okay, next is Rowan. Rowan will cast Firebolt. Cool. Damage. About 13. Cool. Alright. Next up is Torres. Then it's Kevin, you're on deck.
Okay. For the shadow that is closest to Kevin and the... That's not it. That's okay. Can I use Guiding Bolt?
Guiding Bolt on
What was my
sorry, which
last
one?
spell? The one by Kevin.
Sure.
Let's see. And the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
This is your final spell? Okay.
I mean, the Call Lightning is used for like 10 minutes throughout the...
Yeah, you can.
I can use it again.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can direct a lightning bolt with Call Lightning.
Yeah, it's concentration.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. So roll damage on it again. Is it still in the shadows?
Did you cast another spell and drop concentration?
Call Lightning. Okay.
You don't lose concentration if you cast a spell.
It just depends if that spell is a concentration.
If it's another concentration spell, which I think Guiding Bolt.
No chance. I'll look it up, but there's no chance it's concentration. Yeah, no, it's VS.
It's just one round.
Yeah.
It's just a zap.
So you can
Yeah,
cast
no.
Guiding Bolt while you're doing Call Lightning. But this will be your last spell slot,
Well,
so
let
no
me-
healing or
Well,
lightning after
yeah.
this.
Okay.
Because it might be an action to call the lightning again.
On, what do I have to roll for that? Sorry.
Yeah, just make a spell attack roll for the Guiding Bolt. Jasmine is the newest player of our cast.
So it's an action to
that's
call
for
down
sure.
the lightning again, so she can do one or the other.
Okay, hey, Jazz. Call Lightning's a little weird. You have to use your action to call the lightning again if you're going to use it.
Okay.
So do you want to keep the lightning up or you want to cast Guiding Bolt?
I want to keep the lightning up. Yeah.
Okay, roll damage for the lightning.
Yeah.
They aren't dexterous shadows, but they still have
They
the
have to
value.
make a save, so you just roll damage.
If
So just roll for it.
3d10.
Oh.
I know my lightning spells.
18 again.
18. Okay.
Nice.
Even
Very
though I
nice.
haven't used this one.
I forgot to mention the shadows moved during their grapple. So if there wasn't an obstacle, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, they're moving towards Calliope.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
what they're
not
doing.
even realize that.
Yeah.
30,
I'm trying to keep them away from me.
Yeah, well, I know that now.
30. They're gonna
Just
get pretty
so
close
you
to
know.
something. However, with the lightning, we'll push them a little bit back. And since it's not magically pushing them back, it's just the effect of the flash of the lightning pushing him back. Drake. Your Drake. Sorry, I thought of Drake the Rapper. Your Drake, whose name is what again?
Drake.
You just making that up right now?
No. I have it in print.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a nice music session. Drake.
You should ride me into
Drake,
battle.
Wilbur, Kevin, Girion get attacks of opportunity here.
I'll take it.
Wilbur's at disadvantage because he's grappled. Yeah, Wilbur failed. Girion succeeded.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
This is attack of opportunity. Sorry, I got distracted by the Drake conversations.
Girion hit for 30
Ouch.
on attack of opportunity.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, how did Drake do?
What am I rolling? I got distracted.
An attack of opportunity, so like a bite attack.
He got 14.
14 hits. Roll damage.
Or 21, sorry. I forgot to add the...
21 damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Forgot to add the Admiral Blade.
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. I love this theme. I listened to this a lot while I was writing this. Okay. Cool. Then, those are the attacks of opportunity. They have moved forward. Next is going to be... Top of the round. Kevin!
How high
Tablet.
How high up are they?
How high up are they?
Yeah.
Calliope's about 30 feet up. Gargus is about 35.
35?
Yeah.
So if I were to cast a spell with a 30-foot range towards Gargus,
You would need to be literally right at the base of his stump and then 5 feet above that.
Get my Drake.
Ooh.
That'd be fun.
Could be fun. Could
Blue
be
dragon,
fun.
right on the blue dragon.
Ooh.
Good.
Dragon Prince.
It's magic dragon.
I want. So I don't know if this is going to work, so I'm going to ask you first.
Okay.
I want to cast Mage Hand to just grip the bow that
Isn't
he's
it
using.
60?
It's 30.
I thought Mage Hand was 60.
I wish it was 60.
You could certainly try. Mage Hand is a magical effect on a magical item. So.
You get like 10 pounds too.
Yeah,
Worth of force.
I'm going to try that if I have permission to take Drake for a ride.
Yes, sir. Assume command.
Great. I'm gonna hop on Drake and fly up a little bit, and then the goal is to cast Mage Hand with the attempt to just kind of like, when like somebody's playing guitar and then somebody just like grips the strings and completely distorts the sound.
Okay, so you have to hop on the dragon, and then you'll hold that action to cast Mage Hand till the Drake's turn who moves there.
It's
Okay.
2 turns.
That's the way you'll have to do that.
Okay.
Calliope, also you won the last one. So
Okay.
sorry. Yeah, you need to add a +3 to your performance checks with your new.
What?
Oh yeah!
So plus 17? Oh, 16.
Holy crap!
That's so much. Oh my god.
That's one of its properties.
So you rolled a 5 with advantage last time? Holy crap.
No, I think it was a 13.
Oh yeah,
then
you
plus-
whispered 13 last time.
Yeah.
And then it was plus 14, which is 26.
No, I got 13.
Anyway,
I got plus
Tabor, it's now your turn. Calliope, you're on deck.
Sora is currently holding
To light his arrows on
one arrows
fire!
on fire. I'm gonna turn around and shoot at the one closest to the stump.
Okay. Let's make your attack rolls.
19 and 9.
19 hits.
Okay.
One of those arrows is on fire! It's okay, I mean, technically I really should only be able to do it on one. So it's okay.
12 of fire piercing,
12 fire piercing.
and then I'm gonna react.
This doesn't turn it into fire damage.
No, you get
No,
like
no,
It
but
just
it has the
happens-
fire effect.
Okay, so just fire piercing damage.
Yeah.
It just happens to be on fire.
Yes,
It's
and-
as magical as a fire arrow at a Viking funeral.
Tight. And then I'm going
cool.
to Drake react to the shot and add lightning damage to it.
Okay.
4.
4. You got it.
It's okay.
Cool.
It's the metal thing.
Does the lightning and the fire push it back at all? Do those have any effect on these shadows?
Yeah, a little. It's not gonna push them back, but it is gonna kind of make them a little more wary of you.
Okay. And then Drake's turn. He wants to go up to.
Just get
What's
within,
his bucket up there?
get within range of Gargus to cast Mage Hand. Grip the fiddle strings so that it distorts the sound.
Let's not go all the way
Okay.
up. Let's go 15 feet up, so I still have.
Not all the way.
Go down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna hop on Drake. Drake's gonna fly around there, and then you cast Mage Hand, and you do see him kind of like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Interference!
Okay,
Did
Did you do that last one? Isn't that what you're doing with the shadows right now?
Clivey, it's your turn.
She brings up her bow and says, "In shadows where darkness tries to swell, this melody of light will break the demon's spell."
Okay, make a performance check with advantage.
She's got like 8 rhymes.
She's ready.
What else do you do?
26.
26.
Rolling low, man.
Your annoyance has
26
become
is like when my stealth is 35.
With plus 16?
Might be.
Coming for you after the
Yeah.
Your annoyance has become attendance. Behold my melody's resplendence.
Kevin's still grabbing at the fiddle with the Mage Hand.
You're messing him up.
Very good.
His advantage will turn into a straight roll. Because you're messing up his fiddle play.
Wonderful.
I also have Mage Hand.
Ooh, that was a...
Drake
You
can
rolled
have
a-
2 people.
You rolled
on
a 22, what was yours?
26.
26, you won that one again.
I'm underground.
Heck
You would have had to pick me up.
Round Calliope, but it's just barely. And Kevin helped you out a lot. Actually, I missed the tray twice. And the first one was a natural 2, and the second one was a natural 20. So, good on you, Kev. He's rolling hot. Alright, because of that, it's now his turn. Because the performance bout is with Calliope. So, on his turn, because you're messing with him,
How could he know? It's a bodiless hand that's messing with him. Not Kevin.
do you know who he is? You don't!
He's messing with Calliope. Kevin's just trying to level the playing field.
That's fair.
Doesn't mean he's any less pissed off. No magician like somebody grabbing the strings of their
Which one of these are the
instrument.
best?
I know. I knew what I was getting into.
Can we all write a diss track and throw them off?
Bro, I'll give you advantage.
Up until right here in this one.
I think you'll just... I don't know. I don't really have a... Well, now I feel like I have to because I paused.
Do not know you. You are new. Stay unimportant and blue.
I don't know. Take a vicious mockery, so it'll be a wisdom save.
Okay.
I can't touch it.
That's so funny.
Stay unimportant.
Goliath's a lot better than him at this.
17.
17 fails. You're gonna take... So I need you to see if you are... I believe Mage Hand is concentration, isn't it?
No.
Okay, well, you're gonna take... how many points of psychic damage? Let's see. 1 point of psychic damage.
There's one.
And you're gonna have a disadvantage on attacks and strength checks.
I guess I don't know where it is.
Dang.
I guess there's stands.
Until your next turn.
Okay.
That's good.
Alright, NPC game. Sorry, I'm very embarrassed that it took me that long to come up with blue and new.
So Calliope went. Did you get sword?
Oh, that was a stand.
Sora held
Yeah, I
action
just
to light
rewrote
my
it.
arrows.
That's what it was. Okay, thank you.
I'm lighting fire arrows.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by the
So,
first one.
natural 20 Theola and Urian's
Which
hit.
is 7.
It's going to be a combined max damage for Urian.
Nice.
So, natural 20 on the hilt was just 2, because it's 2
I think this is too
d4s. And then 16 was
Right,
36 smack damage. Cool. All right, Kevin, top of the round. Tablo, you're on deck.
I am going to.
I like that word better.
Does it? The mage hand messing with the fiddle, does that look like it's affecting the shadows at all?
You'll need to cast it again if you do it,
Well, it just
because it's not concentration.
it lasts for a minute.
Oh, and it's not a concentration?
Yeah.
That should be, but I'll let you make an Arcana check.
Okay.
If you wanna uphold this and be continuously messing with him as he's fighting against you, you'll need an action Arcana check to see if you're able to do that.
Okay. An 11.
11
Yeah.
against a 10, so you'll be doing it again this week.
Woo! Okay.
But that is your action.
Yeah.
And then to answer your question, not really.
Not really.
Not affecting the shadows, but it is affecting his performance.
Could I? Well, I'm not in.
You also only have a bonus action right now.
Yeah, and I'm not in melee range of anybody.
No.
So that'll be it. I'm just swatting away at the fiddle.
Tabler, your turn.
Gargant
Also, let me know if Drake's doing anything.
More the-
The shadows are starting to encroach up to Kevin as well,
It
but
doesn't
slowly.
flow well.
No, I'm sorry. I'm doing my homework during class right before the teacher checks
Just to
it.
clarify, they're not going towards Calliope,
Checking
then
your
they're going to
items.
Kevin.
She asked me in my
I'm making these up as well.
I think
Really?
I think there's two groups where the
Yeah.
back three are focused on fighting,
Fighting.
and then there's a sneaky three in the back.
Okay.
It's also your Drake, so if at any point you're like, oh, he's in danger, I'm taking him back.
Yeah.
Well, if he
Yeah,
dies, it
that's
just
what I'm
takes
doing.
like 2 turns of concentration to resummon him.
Huh?
Pretty sure. DM.
He'll be fine.
Yes?
If my Drake dies, it just takes like a turn or 2 to resummon, right?
No. You have a ritual you do to resummon it as a Drake Warden.
Probably
The whole
takes
guy?
a while.
Probably, I think, I don't know, 10 minutes to. You're not going to be able to do it in combat.
Tragedy.
So it's up to you how long I stay up there. You know,
If he
I-
dies, he dies. It's the first combat I've used him in.
This is why you're not sniper number 1.
This is why he's sniper number 2.
Dang.
I'll just keep aiming at the one closest to the good old Stumpo.
Okay.
15. On first
15
one.
hit.
25.
Both will hit. Oh, sorry, 25 was damage?
No, 25 was second attack roll.
Okay, and then, go ahead and roll damage on both those. They'll definitely hit.
13, 10.
13, 10, 20, so 23 damage total. Alright. Sorry, wow, numbers on this one are heading up there. Okay, cool.
Do you want
Easy enough?
go up or down more?
Sorry,
next.
I was at the end of NPCs. I'm at the end of whenever you go through all of the people.
I skipped you.
You did?
Yeah.
No, you
because the
did.
last-
Sorry, you skipped me. Is what happens.
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't skip you. I
Because
just-
I held my action for Tabler, and then Tabler went.
Yours was during the shadow stuff because you moved away.
Okay.
So you did go.
Yeah, my last action was holding for the fire.
Yeah, so I did skip you.
Okay.
Drake is gonna go. He's gonna fly with Kevin down to the closest to Calliope stump.
Closest Calliope what?
Closest to Calliope.
Okay, it'll be on its way there. Okay, cool. That does get it more out of shadow range. Okay. Then in that case, Sora, why don't you take a turn? I'm sorry I skipped you.
I would like to move within 30 feet of the stump to Gargus's stump.
Okay.
Kind of moving diagonally because I don't want to go straight
You
towards.
cannot
the
get to Gargus' stump without walking through the shadows, which will
30
grapple.
feet of his stump, not to it. 30 feet of it. And I see that very easy diagonal path where there are no shadows in.
10, 15. Okay.
Yes, I would like to go over there. And then I would like to light his stump on fire.
There's shadows here. Remember, shadows all through here.
Well,
All these shadows are connected.
can't I get within 30 feet of him? Come on. Somewhere. Right behind Girion?
Come on.
Sure.
I would like to light it on fire.
How would you like to do that?
Druidcraft. I can instantly light anything on fire.
Okay, it's not enough to where you can like you couldn't go up to a castle and be like, Druidcraft!
Right, but I could start a small fire, and then someone could thermaturgic it really large.
Okay, he doesn't have a held action, so as you do your little fire, without like kindling or like making a fire is not as easy as just like, oh, trees can burn.
Yeah, okay, but if I use my turns every 6 seconds to relight this fire, I can't make a big.
No, if you held a match up
Okay, like,
to a
you just don't
tree, it
really
wouldn't just
stump
burn.
fire.
But,
Is that
sorry.
not how forest fires work?
I'm pretty sure that's how
Not,
it works.
not unlike the bear side. You all need to go watch Survivor right now.
I feel like I should be
Shame
able to
on
light this
Survivor.
I have
stuff
a
on
plus
fire.
6 in
I
survival.
thought
Sometimes
maybe-
when the sun's too hot, the trees set on fire. I didn't know it was that hard.
Are you the sun?
I think a strong blast of lightning could light the stump on fire.
I agree.
Oh, for me.
I know.
Someone who has a lightning cloud currently up. Okay, well, if I can't
Why
light
don't
it
we
on
just lightning
fire,
strike him?
Well, I have to beat him.
What are you doing?
oh, could
I could be shooting him. I have a range of 250.
The audacity of you guys at 12 hit points is astounding.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna use Witch Bolt then with
Okay.
my lightning powers and try to light the stump on fire.
Okay, it's still force damage.
No, it's lightning damage.
Witch bolt?
Yeah.
Elemental adept, right?
Well, no, it's the spell is lightning damage.
Witch bolt is lightning?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
full on lightning
Okay,
damage
make an attack roll on Stump.
on stump. Okay.
Yeah.
This is Josh's first time playing, too.
That would be a 25.
Do you guys want to die? I feel like we need to reestablish the pecking order. What'd you get?
25.
Counterspell.
Who?
Gargus.
He's busy!
Bitch.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Oh.
God damn.
Wow, I'm such a drastic change in tone.
I feel like I had 2 really smart ideas.
Look at
I
how many
think the
poems.
DM is hinting. Guys,
I feel like I was attacking them.
I think the DM is hinting that we should just let it rock upstairs, and we'll handle it down.
I mean, I could really use
No.
some healing.
I'm hinting, know your place, worms.
I feel like I was
We're
attacked for no
seconds
reason.
away from rocks falling.
Saying?
In the forest where the trees are shaved, rocks will fall.
I had 2 very smart ideas. And the
Alright, let's play
DM
Dungeons and
was
Dragons.
I was trying.
Join us next week when we roll for new characters. The DM inevitably kills us all.
Kevin, you went after the skip. Torres went after the skip, which means it's Kaleidi's turn.
Okay.
I should have let this get on fire.
Kind of starts to get a little bit of a panic in her, scrambling for words.
Okay.
By this fiddle's grace, the dragon demands, with the golden tune I take my stand.
Okay. Make a performance check. Straight roll.
I'm kidding.
That's the one that she held with.
I did. It was very good.
30.
30.
Oh
So nonchalant.
Would you roll a 6?
Actually, 33.
We have gotten.
Because the plus 3.
Yeah.
Oh, so a 9. Okay.
We have gone into a very slap happy evening. So sorry.
We're screwed.
Your friends can't help you though they try. They will not find the next sunrise.
Straight roll.
Reverse.
Sunset.
Actually, disadvantage because Kevin's helping.
Hey, Kevin.
You don't
Rise
like
and
my
try
rhyme?
do not rhyme. I actually found the correct rhyme, just so you know that I'm not an idiot. I found the correct rhyme and then had him mess up because Kevin was helping.
That was
so
so good.
I'm not an idiot.
Technically,
I'm
it's
smart.
an inner rhyme.
But that does make it a 12 versus your 30.
Close rhymes are also.
Oh, right there.
Try and rise do not rhyme.
Inner
But sunrise and tries would have.
I'm just kidding.
But he
I'm just
messed
kidding.
it up.
That was my favorite one.
Yes.
It was a good rhyme.
So
Thank you.
the DM's
Just
smart.
something to
He's
the brain.
stupid.
Yeah.
This guy's dumb.
Opa.
my pen will let it.
Okay.
What do you think of this?
Mini
Kevin
box.
Descending back into the fray. So
Okay. Well,
he's
happy
still
party.
gonna shoot some stuff.
That's Calliope's turn. It's gonna be his turn next. I think on. He's gonna stay messing with Kevin.
This line has too
Rude.
many words in it. Ooh. I like the dread.
You may have helped, this is true, but soon you'll join my crew.
Vicious mockery.
No, that's alright.
No, you.
Thanks, Zach. 8.
Fails.
It's gonna add 2.
You're gonna take 3 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength checks, saving throws, and attacks. Actually, it might just be attacks. Just do attacks for now.
Just 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points of psychic. And
You
then
need another syllable in this line now.
after Kavita, after that, it's a bunch of NPCs. Garion actually missed. They all completely miss everything. Wow, that was like the highest one was a natural 6, and I rolled 6 dice.
Oh, man.
Never had that happen before. That's kind of scary. Okay, after that, it's Sora. What you doing?
Getting pissed off at them. I'm going to. Thunderclap's gonna affect all my allies, yeah?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
You do know the. Never mind. Go ahead.
Can I just set the forest on fire?
Do you have kindling? Do you have a base?
Yes,
do you have
dead grass?
magnesium?
Is there dead grass around us? Because, it doesn't take much to do a forest fire. I was taught by Yoga Trip.
Smoky Bear's going crazy right now.
Smoky Bear's losing his mind.
I want that on a shirt.
All I have is shocking grasp, but it's a touch spell. Which I find concerning with the shadows. But I'll do it anyway. I will touch the nearest shadow and shocking grasp it.
Okay. Roll damage. Yeah.
It's a roll to hit though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's not a save.
Alright, roll the hit.
19!
You hit.
Yay!
Roll damage.
Is it just me or is he just being mean to me?
No, I'm about to.
Don't roll! it's six lightning damage.
Okay.
I love you, Amber, but I'd rather him target that at you.
No, I'm targeting it at everybody right now.
I know.
It's the
I was
shadows'
about to
turn.
Don't roll. Please.
These shadows are gonna make it almost all the way up to like.
Oh, right, I forgot that we were doing that.
Come on.
This one's gonna go to Toraz. This one's Mora's gonna start maneuvering this way. So now they're going to make an attack roll at everyone they are nearby enough. These are whipping attacks, which is going to be Wilbur, Sora, Girion. These ones are going to move forward, but Kevin is flying, so they won't quite make it to him. So it'll be Wilbur, Girion, Sora. Wilbur it was not restrained anymore, that's my bad. And Toraz. So at the tables, Amber and Toraz will be taking attacks. The first will be and 19 against Sora.
Shield.
Okay.
Miss.
Thought you were supposed to.
That's my last one.
And against Torres, it's going to be 17 to hit.
I thought you were
Okay.
having spell slots.
And then that's going to be
If anyone has healing,
Uh,
Calliope has 2 hit points.
14 points of
And no actions.
bludgeoning damage.
Calliope's also very far away.
Are you down?
No.
Torres goes down.
I just won. I was like 13.
My next
You just
spell.
like
I'm out of here.
Against Girion and Wilbur, they both miss. Actually, it was the same roll. So that's going to be it for the shadows, apart from the movement. And then it's going to be the top of the round after Rowan goes, and then Torres makes a save. Rowan, I think, is going to fly down to Torres and give Torres a health potion.
Oh, good, because I was going to yell at him to do that in my next turn.
Look at I was gonna yell about him.
I was going to yell!
11 more points of health for you, Torres. And then it's your turn.
Swag up.
Because Rowan's right before you, so it'll cost half your movement to get up. You are surrounded by shadows, and the shadows are starting to approach Calliope. So Calliope's doing really well in this bout.
You
don't
still
know
have
this
call lightning.
So either call lightning
Oh,
or
no, you
need
lost concentration when you
That's
went down.
true. You don't have call lightning anymore.
Can I breathe fire at
Breath
them?
weapon!
Breath weapon.
It automatically fails the dex save, so just cast damage. It's gonna make them go away.
It is, yeah, 36.
9.
Okay.
We're gonna light Calliope stuff on fire.
Yeah, you just like as you're getting up, you kind of actually like you're kind of like spinning to your feet a little bit on your back. So your breath weapon makes like a little fire vortex around you that kind of like intertwines the bright orange flames with the dark shadows as they withdraw from you. Which, if you want to use your reaction right now to make an attack of opportunity on the shadows, you may.
Okay.
Okay. Making it just a weapon attack roll with your mace. And then after this, it'll be Kevin's turn again.
Right.
Who's down?
Plus 6.
No one. Torres got back up.
That's an 11.
11. Okay, that won't hit.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Almost hits, but not quite. Okay.
Did her fire breath knock
If you
them
want
back
to
at all?
hold action to attack, I can swing Drake. Because they're up the stump at this point, right?
Yes.
How far up would you say?
About 20 feet up. They'll definitely be their next turn.
I can swing Drake by, and Drake and you can attack. And then I can try and shoot them down. I mean, they're not really having a physical response to us.
Yeah.
There are physical.
At the top of the round, you see this massive ball of fire. In the shadows, it creates a huge crater around this area. Shadows will draw from that direction.
I see Imogen.
Calliope, you feel a soft touch on your back and you gain haste.
Oh, this.
What does that mean again?
You get 2 actions.
Double speed, 2 actions a turn,
Plus 2 to AC.
plus 2 to your armor class.
No way, it's Kayla's.
Uh-huh. And as you look over your shoulder, you see the this average-sized human woman with a pointy brown hat and a golden clock.
Ah!
She's a beautiful.
Flying behind you on her broom.
Calyx doesn't have haste. He's a druid.
What's going on?
It's my fault.
My fault.
Okay. And you see from the fireball source, you just see Mr. Reginald flying.
They're both here. We win.
Against this guy, that is not guaranteed at all.
I don't even think of time.
Flying Mr. Reginald.
You look so cool.
What the hell did you guys do? No, it's okay.
Can we talk later?
Why does he always assume it's our fault?
I'm still unsure what's going on.
This is the strangest thing I've ever done! Okay, top of the round is Kevin, as Reginald and Calliope are going to roll their initiatives.
Can I?
You mean Penelope?
Can I
Yeah, Penelope.
maneuver Drake closer to the tree?
Yeah. I'm assuming you mean like this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Towards Calliope's tree.
Oh,
The stump.
Okay.
Yes, the stump.
Stumpo.
Yeah.
And I also want to breath weapon on the shadows.
Okay. They will automatically fail,
Yeah,
which will repel them down 10 feet, so now they're 20 feet away from Calliope.
Excellent.
Lightning would be good right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
You're in timeout corner.
I am.
10 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Um,
Sorry, I like lightning.
so useless. Just kidding, no, it's not. And I don't have action surge. I guess that's kind of really all I can do at this point.
Okay.
Did I go this turn?
Okay, so technically that was held until Tavlor's turn, because he needs to be on his initiative that the Drake moves, but you guys are right next to each other, so Tavlor, it's now your turn.
Okay.
Yes, Sora, what's up?
No, I just knew it was top of the round and I couldn't remember going, but that's because there's so many people.
Yeah, we also chatted a bit after your turn,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
set the tree on fire.
It's just been.
Okay.
Acts like it was a dumb idea, but it wasn't.
It's okay. Tavor.
Can Drake take a bite at one of the
Shadows?
shadows on El Campo?
Yeah. Sure. This is gonna be while Kevin's doing that.
Okay. 14.
Okay, roll damage. And then you still have your turn, Tavor.
D6 plus 6.
The hair is
D6 plus 4 piercing, so 10 piercing and 5 regular damage.
So 10, 5, and then you want to do your arrows as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 plus 14 on one, and 12 on another.
Both hit. 12 just hits.
Okay.
You need 12 to hit the shadows.
Okay. 7 and 9, and then I'm gonna infuse one of them with lightning.
Okay.
Plus 1, so 17 total.
17 total.
Yes.
And the lightning will make it retreat again, which means it will be more than 30 feet away from Calliope, so that's really good. What was the total again?
17.
17. Alright.
The bite also has, so it's 1d6 plus 4 piercing, and then 1d6 of whatever element, so it's lightning on the bite as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Calliope,
Okay.
it's your turn. You have 2 actions, so your performance will be one of them.
First, she's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself. And is that a bad idea?
Nope.
Oh, not a lot, but 7 hit points is better than 2.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add that. And she's going to straighten up. With words as shield and friendship's grace, this demon's song shall find no place.
It's a good one.
Roll with advantage.
Did you say tough bar?
That's a tough bar.
33.
33. Kevin, you did not use your action for Mage Hand, so he will not be messed with. 33 is the score to beat. Okay.
I used it to.
The golden prize you did not earn. Soon all your friends will burn!
And as he pulls that cord on the fiddle, just like rings of fire appear around him. That's a 29. Which,
Still won that
Maybe we
round.
still won.
Calliope, how do you want to finish this?
Yay!
Thank goodness.
Yeah, girl.
Can I say one last verse?
Go for it.
Flip the switch.
I'm so stressed. In darkness deep where Gargus plays, a fiddle, welded, breaks the haze. With bow in hand, courage ablaze, a melody of hope his fate sways.
You see the flames growing bigger and bigger as you say that. You know you've already won, but you're still playing just to finish the melody and the rhyme and just show them what you got. You hear this super loud "No!" as the fire gets bigger and bigger and more rings appear. It starts to be concentrated on a specific point. Even Mr. Reginald and Penelope are blown away by the power of what's happened right now, unable to affect it. As there's a this nova of flames in the sky. And the shadows, they kind of like move over you all, but not into, but over you as this quickly moving ash. As Calliope, you begin to come down on your stump. Imogen and Penelope kind of fly down with you as like, with the mix of the darkness and the red and the magic kind of swirling around you guys now, kind of like resting fog, makes it hard for you to see through it. But you start seeing more and more of the people around you. Is there anything you guys would like to do initially? I'd say you guys have about 20 feet of vision around each of you.
She's going to Is Imogen within reach?
Yeah, Imogen and Penelope are the only people you can see right now.
She's gonna reach for Imogen's hand outstretched.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Music's been tough today.
It's okay.
No, not on you. It's the music's fault.
Nope.
Oh no.
As a soft red fog has you all, she'll take your hand. She gives it a little squeeze.
I'm sorry. I didn't tell you.
Good. You should be. I still love you.
I love you, Imogen.
Good.
Oh,
You should.
that's cute.
I think you both did great.
Penelope's just this awkward third person.
Penelope, thank you.
You're welcome. You play a very nice violin.
You're a very good person.
I believe you are as well. As the fog begins to clear, you see everyone standing ready to fight. Mr. Reginald has landed. Imogen has landed now. And you look around, and you still see Gargus.
Can I approach him?
He's kind of like holding his head, and he's like, you can start approaching. Wilbur's already there.
She's gonna kneel down to Gargus's level.
Gargus is on the stump, and he's still very far away from you.
Oh.
Wilbur is standing next to him.
How did they get there?
Walked.
Wilbur?
They're still a ways away from you, coming down the stump,
Okay.
walking
How do
over.
I get over
but
there?
you now that you can kind of see through it, looks like Wilbur's been speaking.
Can I hear?
You do hear kind of whispers of,
I should have won. I should have been me. Cheated. Doesn't count. I can do it. I can do it again. I'm stronger. I
and he stops, almost just recognizing Wilbur for a moment. They disappear in magical darkness.
Both of them?
Little orb appears with Wilbur and Gargus are in a orb of magical
Can
darkness.
Calliope run over there?
Did she use her channel divinity earlier?
No.
That dispels magical darkness.
Can I do that?
What's the range on that?
I don't know.
Because you are.
It's Radiance of the Dawn.
Keepers.
It's 2d10 plus 5 is all I have in here.
It does radiant damage too, but it dispels magical darkness.
Within 30 feet. So
you
you're
get
not within 30 feet, but you can start running to get there. So, Calliope, you're able to run in. As you run in, you can't see anything. It's just black.
You ran into the box?
She's gonna just scream.
But you do hear like various magical effects.
She's gonna.
You can all hear it. It's loud enough.
She's gonna scream Wilbur's name and try to find the center. And
Over the loudness of the effects, it sounds like Wilbur. Wilson. Sorry.
she's gonna try to like feel her way through the darkness, trying to like find where it's coming from and grab whatever is causing that.
As you approach, the magical darkness dissipates. You see the satyr, who is bringing his hand back from Wilbur. Wilbur's still standing there. Looks at you all, smiles. Jumps off the stump backwards and disappears into smoke.
Where's this fiddle? Did you take it?
You have a new one.
I wanted to.
It was double or nothing. It
I wanted
wasn't.
to break it.
No, it's not gonna happen.
I know.
He's still beyond any power you know. But he jumps back, disappears. And you just see Wilbur's back.
He's gone.
Kind of readjusts his collar a little bit. Smiles at you. He will not be bothering you, I don't think. Sore loser.
What were you saying to him?
Just saying goodbye. He's gonna walk past you.
He's hiding something.
Is he closer to
Wilbur?
me?
What? Yes.
We can't.
Watch out. Tells you to step back.
I step back.
Okay. You look over and you see all of the Goth Sister Rangers are coming to consciousness.
Oh. Oh, do I have to talk to them?
You also see little bits of ash flying up from the ground.
Because he's walking.
Multitudes of ash spiral up, making a humanoid figure.
Is it Tira?
Let's get Penelope and Reginald are with us now.
As Tira reforms as the ash is given fur and clothing, the diadem returns. And she looks terrified. What? Looks back at all the Goth Sisters coming back to consciousness. The forest has now returned to its normal green. You? What have you done? Daughter? Calliope?
He's gone now.
What have you done?
I don't know.
Did you save us?
I suppose.
How? The other sisters are now coming back into kind of a conclave. Gabrielle's awake at this point. Kind of wanders towards you over everybody else.
She takes Gabrielle and brings her closer to her, but keeps eye contact with Tira.
Looks around at the rest of you. She doesn't look rejuvenated. She looks very beat up, very low on gas.
I played the fiddle.
You did. There's a moment where her eyes glance between you, then to Wilbur, and then they get really wide. Thank you. We will not be contacting you again. Glancing over at Wilbur a lot.
Dude's hiding something.
Thank you, Mother.
You may go. Gabrielle. And her long arm reaches out over to the young fawn, looks up at you.
I want her to come with us.
Okay. Take her.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye. Calliope.
She's gonna take.
The Goth Sisters look just as confused as everybody else. Sora, are you in animal form or human form right now?
I am in human form, and I'm very suspicious of
So
Wilbur.
you know, based off your method of perception, the general motion done by Wilbur that was pretty sneaky was this.
Like you tuck something into his shirt.
Grab, pull back. Bum. You're the only one who knows this.
I'm gonna cast message
Mm-hmm.
on Calliope, and I'm gonna say, this is chest, yeah? Chest area? I'm gonna say, check his chest.
She doesn't touch her head.
Goes to touch your ear, was like.
Instead of his, because that's
I know.
crazy cryptic.
I know.
Let's say I said, check Wilbur's chest.
Okay.
I feel like that might not be totally appropriate right now. In her head.
There's something wrong. Check his chest.
Later.
Sora's gonna just walk up to Wilbur and try to pull it.
Hey! Not cool.
Not the time.
Not the time.
Wilbur grabs your hand. Kind of fiercely.
What are you hiding?
Boundaries, please. Yes.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. Move
He's
it.
gonna make a wisdom save.
I think that's +6. Hold on. Oh, no, it's not. 15.
You're held.
Wilbur.
There is no danger. But for the safety of and the rules, let it be. It's okay. I promise. Looks at you when he says I promise. You can resist the held if you want.
I mean, I'll resist the held, but I won't force him.
He's gonna let you go in a second.
Okay.
Let's go, everyone.
Leaf kind of pokes out from one of your pockets. Looks at you kind of concerned.
She scoops him up. It's okay, Leaf. Everything's alright.
Takes his place on your shoulder.
She holds Gabrielle and walks over to Wilbur and puts a hand on her shoulder. Let's go, everyone. And
He's smiling. He seems very okay with how everything is.
she starts to walk away with Gabrielle under her arm.
Okay.
Going forward, whenever Sora is with Wilbur, she's going to be keeping a very suspicious eye on him.
Okay.
Penelope!
Yes, it's kind of breaking the tension happening in this kind of group.
Is Mabel back at the treehouse?
Yes.
And you're...
Warwick is heading over to the treehouse.
Is
And we really should be getting back the family drama. Oh, goodness. To the swamp. Stops on the way. I'm famished,
I
personally.
thought you were gonna leave us.
I was very, she made me. It's true, I did.
Sora's gonna hand out chocolate. Just everybody be like, that sucked so much.
While you're passing out chocolate, when Penelope takes yours, he wasn't going to leave you.
Oh. What a softie. Whispered that very softly. He does not want Mr. Reginald to hear that.
Message. You have no idea.
Oh, that's cute.
I love them together.
What a power couple.
Seriously.
Can I walk over to Sora?
Yeah.
What did you see?
You don't got eyes, bro.
What?
Nothing, bro.
What are you doing right now? Because you're still in the Goth sister camp, and they're all watching
We're
you.
walking.
Yeah, we're
towards-
leaving.
Okay, they're
We're going to
watching
the-
you.
yeah.
They're watching you leave.
Yeah,
Mr. Reginald's gonna fly above.
We're going to the treehouse.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm just keeping my eye on the cat.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I
Is there anything else you guys want to do in this travel? Like your runes, you can make camp in the forest if you'd like, or just
We're
push
going back
to
to
the
the
treehouse.
There's
Treehouse,
treehouse.
Okay.
The Galeful Woods?
Is it Galeful?
No, it's Galewood.
Galewood.
But that's funny.
Mixed up two scary forests. My bad.
If you were Samira, that would have been really funny for you to say.
Okay. So no conversations, nothing you want to do with any of these characters on the way back to the treehouse?
No, Calliope's gonna keep close to the Dawn Keepers, though, in general.
Does
Sure.
anyone...
Wilbur, like, just so you know, his countenance is pretty much the same. He's smiling, he's very happy. Conversations between you guys kind of normalize.
Does Leaf notice anything?
No, but as you guys are walking away from the sister and the godmother and the god sisters, he does kind of perch backwards on Calliope towards Tira and them and kind of be like...
Okay,
She's
perfect.
gonna whisper to Wilbur.
He's about this big on Calliope's shoulder for reference.
So... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're okay. She's gonna whisper, "Will you ever tell me what happened in the darkness? Because I heard it." Okay. I trust you.
I trust you. Of course.
Cool. She tries to like copy his voice poorly.
It's terrible.
I know.
I know. He tries to copy your voice.
Damn, that was really good.
The art of it did well and the bark didn't.
What were you going to say?
Okay, so
Oh, I was gonna...
you find the lone. What would you have to do?
Nothing. I was just gonna be like, so I was unconscious for like most of that, and then I was a bird. So does anyone know what the hell just happened? No.
I would also love to know.
Let's say
While
when
we
you're
walk and talk, teleport and talk.
I got the scary satyr thing. What? Who? What was? Why did we do that? What happened?
So I had a fiddle competition about a year ago today where I was drunk and said that I wanted this man's fiddle, and he said he was the best fiddler in the whole wide world, and he said that he could either, if I wanted the fiddle, I'd have to play him for it, and he'd be better than me, and in return I'd give him 20 souls. And I thought, that's stupid, no one, what's he gonna do, take my soul? Fresh out of the Galeful Woods. Sorry, she didn't actually say that. I know. I just wanted her to.
It's so catchy.
Fresh out of Galewood at the time, and so I played him and I lost, and he had come back for me a year later. He told me he would find me, but I offered up my own soul, and he said that it didn't count. And so
the lesson I'm hearing: when strange, powerful dark satyrs that resonate evil and have, I don't know, if they're wearing all red and black, present company excluded, I have gold on here.
I have gold on here. I'm good.
No, just in general. If someone says they're going to take souls from you, no, right? No.
I was thinking
no to the group. No.
yeah.
Even Penelope's like, no.
I was gonna say, as a general rule, maybe Calliope shouldn't get drunk anymore.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Is that good?
I bet you're still fun at parties.
No, it's.
Typically, there are a few drunken mistakes that precede selling souls.
That's
Like,
right.
you know, sending a
drunk letter
a drunk letter
by post.
by post.
Meeting strangers in taverns.
So you haven't done anything you regret while you've been drinking? Leave it be.
Who said that?
Miss Reginald.
Oh. It's okay. I mean, it's not an excuse. Of course, I just was more naive than anything. And thought I was better than everybody in the whole world. So I suppose also a little bit full of myself.
I mean, first place is taken.
Oh. At least second then.
That's also taken, but that's
Oh.
okay.
It's okay.
He's so nice.
Sniper number 2. It's okay.
He's like secretly nice.
Did you say that loud?
Uh-huh.
Make a wisdom save.
I was saying it very softly.
Doesn't matter.
I'm making so many wisdom saves.
You want to mess with Mr. Reginald's passive perception?
Natural 20, so 23.
Alright, you are not silenced. But he gives you a look.
I'm just gonna mumble away, not saying anything. Just kill him. I will kill you.
Okay. By this time, you find the,
Oh, my favorite.
the low-hanging chain. And you climb back up into Mr. Reginald's tower with Rowan, Girion, Wilbur, Imogen, Theola, Gabrielle, Penelope, and Reginald.
Our list of NPCs grew.
Who Mr. Reginald doesn't notice that there's another person until you're already in the tower. Like, oh! What is happening? And Gabrielle has already started talking to Mabel and Warwick.
Imogen's gonna.
Why are there so many children in my treehouse? Treehouses are for grown-ups only and Warwick.
Calliope's gonna run over to Mabel
Stay
and
here.
get on her knees and just like hug her from behind. Oh, Mabel, I'm so happy to see you.
I've been gone like a day.
Well, I was afraid that I'd be gone more than a day. Also, I'm used to seeing you every day.
I guess that's true.
Have you had fun?
Yeah, when you were gone, I made sure that I talked to Calyx and I shaved him.
Oh, thank you.
And she did not do a good job on the shave.
Oh,
There's like a couple of cuts on his face.
that's
Still like a
so
like
nice.
the area between the the area on the philistrum is pretty hard to get.
The Valentry?
Area between the nose and the
Oh,
yeah.
well,
Learned that in his class.
I'm very proud of you. Have you've met my sister now, Gabrielle?
I was your sister.
I can have multiple.
Oh,
No,
You don't like
we
that?
have now. You have another sister.
Yeah. Okay.
Are the beanbags still there?
Yeah.
Oh, Sora's taking one. She's tired. She's sprawling out. She
Oh,
loves
you're
it.
getting on one. You're
Yeah.
not.
She
Pausing.
said, "My."
No, I
in a
would
bag of
pocket it, but I don't have a bag of holding. But I will just sprawl out. I'm tired. That was exhausting.
It has been a long day. I wouldn't rest yet. Mr. Reginald's moving the sliders at the top of the treehouse. Kevin, be a darling and grab the chain, will you?
Is there tape? Can I get tape? Can I
Tape's
tape?
already been. It's already pretty taped
All
up
right,
in
I'm
here.
just gonna brace myself against
Get
the
the
wall.
Calliope's gonna grab onto Gabrielle and Mabel.
I'm gonna go sit on a beanbag and kind of brace myself next to.
Just gonna slide out of the beanbag.
Probably the least dexterous of you.
We're the same.
Probably Sora, right?
I mean, canonically, my strength and dexterity are negative.
Okay.
Yep.
Never mind. I was gonna have Mr. Reginald hold person you, but you've been hold person already today.
You're so good at the game. I feel like that's nice. She has at least.
All right. No stops before the swamp. No, I don't have to move my tower, my treehouse twice. Wonderful. Warwick, do the thing.
Warwick, do the thing.
I didn't mean to do that, but it's okay. Warwick's gonna walk into the room in his little cloak. He's gonna take the coffee from Warwick. Thank you, Warwick. There you go.
Well, that coffee's gonna burn somebody.
Hold on, friends. The same magical effect comes into the room. You guys get a little wobbly as the treehouse makes its way, presumably, to the swamp of sorrow. A reddish-orange light comes into the room, and that is where we'll end today's session.
Very nice. That's a good session.
It was a
On a
good
relatively happy
Does this
note.
count as a long rest? To
No.
the swamp? Mother trucking.
Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that session as we finish up our adventures in Galewood and traverse to the Swamp of Sarok to continue trying to find the solution and the mystery of the secrets of the Storm Rivers. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you all. And thank you guys for the support on TikTok. TikTok's been going kind of crazy.
crazy.
At Downstage Dungeons if you haven't already. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good night.
Don't make none of our poems, right?
Seriously, oh my gosh.
Don't make fun of
I was so worried.